Conversation with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick for the Morning Skate on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. That's SiriusXM Channel 91.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Wednesday, October the 22nd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, New Jersey Devils face the Minnesota Wild at 7 p.m. Devils on XM219 Internet 936, Wild on Internet 933. Buffalo Sabres take on the Detroit Red Wings at 7:30 p.m. Sabres on XM220 Internet 922, Red Wings on Internet 929. Calgary Flames host the Montreal Canadiens at 8:30 p.m. Flames on Sirius XM Channels 91 Internet 923, Canadiens on Internet 934. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Wednesday, October the 22nd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, New Jersey Devils face the Minnesota Wild at 7 p.m. Devils on XM219 Internet 936, Wild on Internet 933. Buffalo Sabres take on the Detroit Red Wings at 7:30 p.m. Sabres on XM220 Internet 922, Red Wings on Internet 929. Calgary Flames host the Montreal Canadiens at 8:30 p.m. Flames on Sirius XM Channels 91 Internet 923, Canadiens on Internet 934. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Wednesday, October the 22nd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, New Jersey Devils face the Minnesota Wild at 7 p.m. Devils on XM219 Internet 936, Wild on Internet 933. Buffalo Sabres take on the Detroit Red Wings at 7:30 p.m. Sabres on XM220 Internet 922, Red Wings on Internet 929. Calgary Flames host the Montreal Canadiens at 8:30 p.m. Flames on Sirius XM Channels 91 Internet 923, Canadiens on Internet 934.
The PGA Tour comes to life on SiriusXM.
Using my confessions, trying to keep an eye on you, like a hurt, lost, and blinded fool. Zach Bogosian, however, has been put on injured reserve. The Wild will have a tall task in front of them, taking on one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference.
And finally, it's Pratt skating out to center ice. Finds Jack in front of the Devils bench toward the empty net. It rolls in. It was deflected, and then it rolled on its edge, and it goes in for the third career hat trick for Jack Hughes, and the Devils lead 5-2.
That was last night in Toronto, a hat trick for Hughes and another win for a Devils team that's won 5 straight.
Yeah, it's the end of a long road trip, but it's something where we want to be able to, it didn't start great, but I think we played better hockey, and the last couple games played more of the game that's going to give us a chance to win. We know coming in here we're playing a top 5 team in the league right now, and they're clicking on all cylinders, so it should be a good challenge for us, and we want to make sure that it's an opportunity tonight for us to finish the road trip 500.
That's John Hines. The Wild face the Devils tonight in New Jersey, and that's where Tom Reed is. He's next. This is Wild Hockey presented by Grand Casino.
If it's happening in baseball,
the Blue Jays win the pennant. They're going to the World Series.
It's on MLB Network Radio.
George Springer.
Everybody here, this team's worked so hard since spring training to be where we are, and for us to be here is awesome.
John Schneider, the manager of the Toronto Blue Jays.
I'm so happy for this team, fans, this country, this city.
MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89, and on the SiriusXM app.
Join me, Gord Stellick, and Scott Laughlin as we recap the night that was on NHL Morning Skate, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network Radio, SiriusXM 91.
The biggest names in the game.
Trying to get behind Ristolainen, walks in, put it between his legs, shoots it, score!
NHL play-by-play on SiriusXM. The best hockey lives here.
Burns gets it back, stick handles to the backhand, moves in front, score!
NHL play-by-play on SiriusXM.
Windows.com.
It's great. He's smiling. When he scores, he's still smiling all the time now. And it's good for him. And I know it's a pretty good feeling when he scored first goal. And we're so happy for him. And it was a big goal for us.
Kirill Kaprizov on Danila Yurov getting his first NHL goal on Monday night. It was the winner, and it was a victory in New York. Tonight, the Wild are in New Jersey, so too is Tom Reed. Big moment for Yurov. Tom felt like he's been building towards that for quite some time.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, and listening to the coach talk this morning also, he's really happy with his play, but especially on the defensive side of things. He said he really knows how to play defensively, and that's certainly going to help his hockey club. A big goal for him, one of many yet to come, hopefully, this season.
I've been saying that was Minnesota's most complete game of the season so far. I know we're only 7 games in, but would you agree that start to finish, that was probably the best they've looked?
Yeah, I would think so, Kevin. I mean, I thought they really came out strong here. All 3 periods I thought were very good for Minnesota. And, of course, we see spurts of, 1 period's good, 2 periods not so good. Sometimes they're even, sometimes they're not. But I think for the most part, they're pretty happy with that win the other night, especially in New York. It's always tough to play against the Rangers, and when you can get a victory there, that's good. So right now, the onus is on the team to come through for another victory so they can go home on the stand that they're 2-2-1.
They got it done despite the fact they had no Marco Rossi in the lineup. He missed his first game in 2 years, so now he comes back in tonight. That's good news, of course, for a team that Rossi's going to play a top 6 role, of course, and for a team that needs as much skill as possible, he's got a lot of it.
Yeah, he does, Kevin. There's no question about it. He signed a nice contract this year, and so that bodes well for him. But at the same time, I talked to him on the bus coming over here when we got on a little bit earlier, and I said, how are you feeling? He said, I actually feel very good. I said, you ready to go? He said, yep, I feel more than 100%. So that's a good sign certainly for the Wild, having him back in the lineup in that center ice position.
As for the opponent tonight, I know the Panthers and Hurricanes will have something to say about this, but it feels to me like the Devils are staking a claim as the best team in the East right now, at least early on. They've been on fire despite stubbing their toe out of the gates.
Well, you're right. If you look at their record, they're 5-1-0. They have picked up 10 out of a possible 12 points, and their goals for and against is 24 goals for, 17 goals against. So they're getting firepower, and their big guys are coming through for them, and Minnesota's going to have to find a way. These 2 teams, by the way, have met a total of 30 times, and Minnesota's record against them is 12-10-8 in that stretch. So hopefully they can make something happen here in New Jersey.
All right, let's get a quick break in, and then when we continue, we'll talk further about that lineup report and get you the starting goaltenders. It's the Wild in New Jersey. You're listening to Wild Hockey, presented by XL, presented by Grand Casino.
The new film, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, tells the story of his 1982 album, Nebraska.
Paul Cotter moves up to the left wing on the third line as Gritsu goes to right wing. Second line work. Nason comes in on the fourth line with Glendening, and Brian Hallinan remains with the team. Maybe he would have stayed anyway off that fight last night against Toronto, but nonetheless, with the injury to Glass, there's an opportunity for Brian to make another impression on Sheldon Keefe. So anyway, a little bit of a change tonight.
Well, Matty, you said last night, the depth. Sometimes we forget. Now, it's not the consistent scoring that you're looking for from the third and fourth liners, but use of Stefan Nason. He told me last night he scored 11 power play goals last year, and I thought, what? Oh, yeah, that net front presence, he did. And so he's got that potential, which is what you need for a player like him to come through when maybe the puck isn't going in. So you got that going. I mean, you got Simon Casey. He's, Seamus Casey, he could be coming back. There's depth at every position, including goal.
Exactly. So Jake Allen indeed improved to 3-0 last night, 3-0 as he beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, but with the Devils facing a back-to-back for the first time this season, not unusual. The second goalie gets a chance, and in this case with Jacob Markstrom, working his way back from his lower body injury. It's Nico Dawes who gets the start, his first season appearance. Now, his preseason, he wasn't telling too many people about it. It really wasn't a strong suit for him, but right now, who cares? He's playing with 18 guys in front of him who are skating like the wind and playing at the top of their game.
Yeah, and I don't care about the preseason, man. They make something out of it, you have to, but it's nothing. But here's what I do know. He was hoping he would be the second guy. But the Devils went out and signed Jake Allen, which has turned out to be really wise by Fitzgerald. Great move. So you naturally knew, and he knew in training camp, no matter how well he played, you say he didn't play, but even if he played lights out, he's not staying. So I said to him at practice the other day, I says, Nico, were you disappointed? What do you think? He said, of course.
Yes.
He's not, because we're friends. He said, yes. He said, I was, but that was natural. But I said, you went down and you played lights out. He was a monster in the first game in the American League. Utica lost 1-0, but he was brilliant. And he said to me, and I said, well, that was a good start. He said, well, yeah. When I got sent down, my thought process was the only way I'm going to prove them wrong, that they shouldn't have sent me down, is if I play well. Because if I don't play well, it's AC. And I thought, good attitude. And, he had brilliant games when he did play in the last year. So he's capable. And I got to tell you, I am one guy that's really excited to see how he's going to do tonight. And I think he'll be fine, but, like we always say, Maddie and I always say, you got to show me. We can project it, but I got to see it, and hopefully tonight we'll see it.
Making his first career appearance against the Minnesota Wild last year after being called up and seeing some action for the Devils. He went 3-1-0 with New Jersey down in Utica, the mark, and they were terrible until they started to turn it around too late. But at any rate, his mark wasn't that great, but he has shown at this level he can play, but there have been some ups and downs, and we're hoping for an up tonight against the Wild.
But did he play last year on as good a team as what the Devils are this year?
No.
See? Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make excuses for him because he's got to stop the biscuit, not me up here in the booth. But I believe, Maddie, he's also caught up in this wonderful thing that's happening to the Devils throughout the locker room and on the ice. And so he doesn't want to be the weak link. You know that.
Minnesota comes to town, wrapping up a long road trip. They'll begin a 6-game homestand on Saturday. They have trouble scoring, at least after the first couple of games of the season. They do have the $136 million man, Kirill Kaprizov, who signed that 8-year contract extension in the offseason, and he does lead them in scoring. 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points.
Well, he's averaging 100 points the last 2 years, 96 and 108 or whatever. But here's the thing, man, and we've seen this. We saw that in a little bit in Toronto, a little bit with Edmonton. They're going to load up with their top guys. So Eriksson Ek is the center. Baldy's on the wing, which he's really good. He can be really good too. And Kaprizov. So again, the Devils are going to face a dynamic line. But the biggest thing for the Wild, Matt, you got to worry about is their power play. With all those guys, as well as a couple others on the point, they've been good. But it's still limited in a certain area where the Devils' scoring is spread out. The Wild and they can score one night they can't, but they did score 2. They got an empty netter, but they got 2, and that was enough to beat the Rangers, so they're happy.
It was on Monday night, and it improved their mark to 3-3-1, 7 points, 6th in the hard Central, but a long way to go. The Devils come in first in the Metropolitan Division, although there are 3 other teams that join them with 10 points. It's going to be tough in the Metro this year. The Devils 5-1-0. And those 10 points. Gain access to the most comprehensive benefits program in sports, including 2026 Stanley Cup playoff ticket priority, exclusive player events, and more. Get it all today with your 2025-26 Black and Red full season membership. Go to NewJerseyDevils.com/Black and Red. More from the Rock after this. Devils looking for their 6th straight victory as you listen to the Devils Hockey Network.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face-Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face-Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search PlayStar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Matt Loughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial game. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
This is Dennis Cholosky. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
The starting lineups for tonight's game presented by RWJ Barnabas Health, New Jersey's largest academic health care system and official health care provider of the Devils. We're going to focus on the goalies because, as Chico will tell you, they're the two most important players on the ice. And so for the Minnesota Wild, it'll be Philip Gustafsson. He's 2-3-0, 3.04 goals against. Nico Daws gets the start for the Devils, his first appearance of the season. That sets the stage. Opening face-off after this on the Devils Hockey Network. NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get New Jersey Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the New Jersey Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Devils. In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential's rock-solid expertise is designed to help you reach your goals. After all, no matter where you are in life, you've got something to protect. Visit Prudential.com today and see how we can help you.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face-Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face-Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
This is Jake Allen. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
And we turn things to Adam Henway.
And now, please join in the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Max DeFrancesco.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Max DiFrancesco with the singing of our national anthem.
Whoa, if that doesn't get you going, and you know what? He had little ringlets, 5 of them perfectly placed on his forehead. So he had it all going, and let's hope the Devils do as well.
Exactly, as they take on the Minnesota Wild. The only appearance here in New Jersey, unless these teams would meet in the Stanley Cup Final, as East meets West just twice.
As you said, the only appearance here in New Jersey this year, Matty.
The keys to the game are presented by Ticketmaster. I know it's back-to-back. I know you got your beauty sleep. What have you been working on?
Well, here's the first thing. You might guess it was a goalie. Could you, at least for the first 10 period, or maybe the whole period, protect the goalie dogs? Give them a chance to feel the puck to get going. And the Devils have been terrific in their own end. Don't want to change that. And then at the other end, they started slow, but once they've got rolling, Matty, they scored goals. So you'd like them to score a little earlier, but if they don't, that's okay.
Former Devils head coach John Hines, now the head man in Minnesota. Sheldon Keefe behind the Devils bench. Minnesota, as the visitor, has to put their line out first. They put their top line out there, and Sheldon Keefe responds with the Heischer line. So there's some power out there, and that includes Arseny Gritsuk now playing on the right wing with Cody Glass out with an upper body injury. The Devils and Stefan Nason coming back. There have been some changes in the alignment. If you missed the pregame show, the question is why, and, well, we forgive you, but we'd like you to join us for the pregame, and we will tell you about those changes as time goes on. Here's Kaprizov, centers for Eriksson Ek. Can't get a shot off. He was watched by Dougie Hamilton. Timo Meier now from the neutral zone will flip it in. Gustafsson will settle in the trapezoid, pokes it to Kaprizov, who signed an 8-year, $136 million extension that will kick in next year, offside on Minnesota. Highest paid ever in the National Hockey League, $17 million per.
Yeah, and I could see it. You go to Minnesota, everybody's got a Kaprizov jersey. If you let him go, Matty, and I don't know what you do, you're telling the fans, well, you don't really want to win. But what is the number that you have to play players to keep them? Well, it's getting higher and higher, and the terms are getting longer. The years are getting more and more. But that's the nature of the game.
Here's Jesper Bratt off the draw. Banks one to Luke Hughes. Long-range shot, hit a body in front, bounds to the corner. Marco Rossi is out there for Minnesota. He's just poked the puck away from Andre Palat. He missed Monday's game against the Rangers with an upper body injury, but seems to be okay. Or maybe it was a lower body injury. He was out. Here comes Johansson. Marcus Johansson, the former Devil, looking for Rossi far side. They don't connect. Puck loose below the goal line. Brett Pesce tries to work it loose and does for Luke Hughes. Now to Palat to center ice for Dawson Mercer. Turns, bats it in. Jake Middleton settles for Minnesota. It comes free. Connor Brown with a rocket that was off target. And it went off the glass and now out at the neutral zone. The puck is backhanded in by Vladimir Tarasenko. Behind the Devils' net. Puck grabbed by Ryan Hartman from Middleton. A shot hit a body in front. It's loose. Middleton can't, or check that. Hartman can't tee it up. And now it's cleared by Paul Cotter.
Okay, Matty, that's the net front clearance and work that I want in front of Dawson to lead. Sorry, shut up.
Here's Cotter, backhand shovel shot blocked away. Penalty coming up. Mercer was knocked down on the play, and we're going to have an interference penalty. And I think it's going to be on Marcus Foligno.
Okay, I was talking about Nico Dawes. The puck was loose, right? It was bouncing around. He's trying to get his bearings, but he had great help from the defense. And you're right.
Minnesota penalty number 7.
Foligno's going to the penalty box, but here's what I want to say. Just to put into perspective, okay, the Ironman record of Dawson Mercer, Matty, he's played, this is his 335th game. Marco Rossi had been the Ironman for the Wild till he missed the last game. He's at 191. You don't realize how many games in a row Dawson has played, and he's playing some of his best hockey right now.
And the Devils will have the power play. The penalty at 2:12, interference to Marcus Foligno. whose dad was an assistant coach for the Devils. All sorts of Devils connections in tonight's game. Devils power play, well, it's been pretty effective. 5 for 12 in its last 4 games, but an early clear by Minnesota, whose penalty kill is near the bottom, but over the last 2 have killed 3. 3 for 3. So they've stopped taking penalties. That's help.
Yeah.
Heischer across the line. He's in the left wing corner. Fights off the check from Faber. Gets it to Jack Hughes. Out high to Dougie Hamilton. To Bratt. Back to Hamilton. Fakes. Gives it to Bratt. Left circle in front for a redirected. Bounces up off the stick in the air and is cleared to the corner. Eriksson can't get it past Hamilton. It's now Jesper Bratt. Works it to Mercer. Out high to Hamilton. Skates to his right. Gives it off to his left. Back to Dougie. Slap shot. Tip. Save. Rebound. Loose in the high slot. Grabbed by Bratt. Now on to Jack. Skates out high. Gives it to Bratt. Devils work it down low. Here's Heischer, has it poked away by Gustafsson. Hamilton slap shot saved by Gustafsson. Jack Hughes with it, right wing circle. Pressure from the Devils. His pass tipped in the air. Comes near side. Faber looks to clear. He sends it off the glass and into the crowd. So no penalty. Face off in Minnesota's end.
Okay, one of the interesting things, and there's a lot, who's going to be on the first power play? Dougie Hamilton or Luke Hughes? Dougie Hamilton started it. Got 1 shot, Matty, tonight, but he's got the weapon. He's got 15 shots. He's second to Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes has 26 shots. The second is Dougie Hamilton at 16. But my point is, Dougie's got to shoot it. Then he's a threat. And then if he passes, okay. That is deceiving to the defenders. So that was a good first power play, no goals, but now the second unit's out there.
And it's Stefan Nason returning to play after missing the first 6 games following surgery, taking the draw, shot by Luke Hughes, blocked. He gets it back out high, gives it off to Greensuit. Down low it goes to Nason. It rolls free. Palat can't tee it up, and it's cleared.
Did that bounce over the stick of Palat? Because he was going to backhand it. It looked like a goal. Anyway. Yeah.
Devils back across. 28 to go in the power play. Luke Hughes has it taken away, and the puck is cleared. Dawes will settle it. Gives it off to Timo Meier. Meier, Nason, Gritsuk, Luke Hughes, Andre Palat on the second unit. Devils have the puck in the corner. Now it comes to Luke, to Arseni with a shot off a stick off the glass. Bounds around, races on. Here's Yakov Trenin with it. Races into the Devils' end. Minnesota protects the puck, and now it's dumped down deep. Out of the box is Foligno. 2 shots for the Devils on goal in that power play.
Well, both from the defenseman. Luke Hughes with 1, Dougie Hamilton with 1.
Provided a little juice, and that's what you want. You want a goal, but you want to be able to put some pressure on it, gain some momentum. Let's see what happens here. Eriksson takes it away from Hamilton behind the Devils' net, feeds the blue line. Jared Spurgeon with a shot that's blocked by Glendening, and the Devils will clear. Spurgeon, their longtime captain, not a big guy at all.
No.
Listed as 5'9", 166 pounds. Might be a little less than that, but boy, he's been able to play in this league a long time. Now here's Yves Bouillon. Bouillon, the rookie defenseman in the right wing corner. Checked by Siegenthaler. Now Pitlick is checked by Glendening. Tyler Pitlick wearing the Minnesota sweater. Back in the NHL, didn't play last year in the NHL, was down in the AHL with the Iowa Wild. Players trying to jam the puck free. Crowd wants some action. It does come loose. Yurov looks cross ice. It's handled by Bouillon. Flips it through the crease. Now it's taken near side by Kaprizov. Goes cross ice. Off a Devil's stick. It lands in front. And denied was Yurov as he was stopped by Dawes.
Nice tight butterflies for Nico Dawes. He goes down, stick in front. And that's a good start. That was the first real shot on him.
Icing here on Minnesota, and it came from a guy that...
Forwards, but they've got some aging ones. Tarasenko, Johansson, you know what I mean? They're going to have to be replaced somewhere along the line, and they're hoping that guy can do that eventually.
Face off to the right of Philip Gustafsson. Loose puck in front. Jake Middleton will handle from Minnesota. Gets it up ahead to Foligno. drives it forward to Hinostroza, and the puck is deflected out of play.
Well, again, the Devils are what the Wild want to become, and that is really solid from top to bottom. And that's why the Devils have won 5, and we're getting excited for number 6, but we'll see. Lots more to come. 13:56 to go here in the first period, 0-0. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe. When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
An orthopedic surgeon can replace a damaged joint, but they can't replace time. For you, or for the person who has to drive you around. That's why you need a surgeon who's close to home. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we have the specialized care you need to get moving again. Do it right. Here. Visit rwjbh.org/ortho. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy. Together.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap GoodRx, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
This is Dawson Mercer. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Dawson Mercer, as Chico mentioned earlier, the Iron Man streak goes on. 334th consecutive game for the kid from Newfoundland.
And he's not just a guy who plays around the edges and the sniper, right, Matty? He's getting his nose in there, diving, blocking shots. So it's quite an accomplishment what he's done.
Trying to track down the top 3 in Devils history. Here's Brock Faber. He's in deep, skates behind the net. Applies the brakes, has some room, slides one cross ice, and Eriksson Ek is denied. Pad save made by Nico Dawes.
Nice save, Nico.
And now the Devils will break out. It's Gritsuk across the line. Drops it off. Meyer with the shot off the stick of Faber off the glass. Bounces behind the net. Gritsuk tries to sweep it ahead. It's picked off there by Faber. Now out to center ice it goes. Pass goes off the skate of Eriksson Ek. And it's free for Nico Hischier.
Now, big assignment for Pesce and Luke Hughes, Matty. They're the ones playing against the Wild's top line.
And that's the challenge they face tonight as the Devils take on the Minnesota Wild, starting a 3-game homestand. San Jose on Friday, Colorado.
Winless San Jose.
Yes,
Sorry.
indeed, they are. And Colorado on Sunday afternoon. Marco Rossi with it. Now for Kaprizov behind the net. Centers. Palat there. Gets a piece of it. And it lays in the crease for Dawes to cover up.
This is what I'm talking about. There's Palat again helping Matty. They are protecting the goalie. Now, they're not doing it just tonight. They've been doing it very well since the first game against Carolina. We'll cut them some slack. They lost that one, but they've been winning since. But that's the kind of ferocity and intensity in front of the net wins championships, Matty. And then you got to have the goalie make a good save or two, and Dawes did that on that cross-ice blast.
Face off to his right. Nico, now 24 years of age. Former third-round draft pick of the Devils. Tarasenko in front. Backhand try by Rossi. Stopped by Dawes. Will have a face-off.
And who was on him? Simon Nemec having a terrific start to the season. He couldn't prevent the backhand, but Rossi couldn't move it all. He just had to throw it at the net. And that's what you want, Matty. In your defense, they're not going to stop everything, but if they can cut the options of what the player with the puck can do, then the goalie can read the play very easily and most times stop it.
Face off to the left of Dawes as Nemec remains out there with Dylan.
Yeah, no. Good thing that one got blown down because Rossi won it, but probably because he cheated, right? We'll go with that.
That's why he's been kicked out. Marcus Johansson will take this draw against Dawson Mercer. Wins the puck back to Brendan Dillon, who had the big goal last night. Turned out to be the game-winning goal.
Good for him. And it was a blast through the arm. Loved it. And he did too.
Oh, yeah. Big smile on his face. Across the line comes Cotter. Slides it toward Connor Brown. Traps it. Wrists one toward the front of the net. It bounces up off a stick. Lee's in front. Here's a chance. Oh, my. Mercer missed an open net as Gustafsson was down on the ice. Now Brown flips one in front. Gloved by Gustafsson. No rebound.
And I hope Dawson's neck's okay. Because did he throw it back? He's still doing it. But in all fairness, Wild threw his body in front of the shot. We'll get a look here. But he's low inside the circle on a rebound. What did that hit? Did that hit the stick of the goaltender? This is incredible here. There. Shot. Open net. Oh, he shot it high. Is that right?
I think it might have gone off a stick, the forward stick.
Did it?
Who was near him, yeah.
Oh, good. Because you don't want to miss those just on your own.
Boys,
those hurt.
Boys in the booth, Sam Kassan, Kyle McKenna, both saying, yep, off the stick.
Oh, good. Good.
Faber with it in the Devils end. 11:44 to go in the first period. No score. From the blue line, Hinostroza with a shot. That's off a stick and out of play. Ryan Hartman complaining a little bit to Kelly Sutherland, not sure exactly about what. Sutherland and Jordan Samuels-Thomas are the referees, the linespersons. Shandor Alfonso and Tyson Baker.
Yeah, referees talking to Glenn Denning and Hartman. So I don't know. Yeah, it couldn't have been the face-off because the referee doesn't drop the puck. So it had to be something else. I don't know.
Well, it will be Glenn Denning and Hartman on the draw. To the left of Nico Dawes, 5 shots for the Devils, 3 for Minnesota. Devils control. Brian Hallinan, the Minnesota native, lifts it up toward the blue line. It doesn't get out of the zone, though. Here's Hinostroza looking for a chance. Siegenthaler gets a piece, but now it's Faber in deep behind the net. Banks one to the blue line. Brodin with a long wrister. That hit a body in front. They tee one up. They missed the target. Hinostroza had a chance. He's got the puck in the corner now. Slides it to the blue line. Brodin, long range shot. That's off the glass. It comes out in front. Saved by Dawes on Hartman. Well, this line's buzzing for Minnesota, but Brodin can't handle a pass as it hops off his stick, and Minnesota has to clear the zone.
Yeah, they had some opportunities. Only one shot on goal, but yeah, you're right. You got to try to limit them having the puck and having all the options. You always talk about killing the play in your own end. Devils couldn't do that.
Trennan deep in the corner, trying to feed the blue line. It bounced out in front on a deflection. Finally, it's cleared up to the blue line. David Jiricek keeps it alive. Now loose puck far side. Nico Hischier with it. Works it toward Pesce. He slows Trennan down. That allows Luke Hughes to make a nice backhand pass to Gritsuk. Pushed down from behind by Pitlick. And the puck comes loose. Hischier at center ice looking for Meyer off the stick of Middleton. Just about halfway through the first period. It's been a good one. Good start here.
Yeah, we're not used to the Devils scoring a lot in the first, but they always get better as the game goes on. Looks like that's going to have to happen here tonight again.
Boldy with it. He's double-teamed along the near wall. Devils come away with it. Jack Hughes slides the puck through the legs of Jiricek, but it's grabbed by Middleton, and he dumps it down the far wall. Minnesota paid a big price to get Jiricek from Columbus. Just didn't work in the Columbus system for Jiricek. He didn't want to go down to the minors. They thought he needed development. He's a high draft choice. And then Minnesota sent a boatload of picks to get him, and he's bounced around between the NHL and the AHL. Maybe Columbus wasn't wrong. Plotted deep, goes cross ice. The puck is batted free. Now Brett at the near point for Dillon. The goal scorer shoots. Save made. The rebound is loose, and it's taken by Kaprizov. Looking to make it back-to-back goals. Turnover by Minnesota. Here's Connor Brown. Slowed down in the corner by Bouillon. Around it comes near side. Dillon fires it to the right point. Now Nemitz finds Mercer. To Nemitz. He looks around. Devils making a change. A wrist shot. Glove save made. And we'll have a face-off.
And I yelled, Matty, because if you're looking at the net, the puck's on the right side. It hits the goalie and it comes out. Jack Hughes is there all alone. but it just was past his outreach stick. And that's the game of inches, or he would have had another one. He's been a scoring machine the last 3 games. Let's see if he can do something from here on in. 8:56 to go here in the first period. Zip, zip. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
No one plans on heart problems, but everyone should have a plan for them. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. With the latest technology and a highly specialized team of nurses, cardiologists, and surgeons, our network offers the most complete heart and vascular care in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together. Visit rwjbh.org/heart.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
This is Wants to Survive.
Hockey Network.
Pecks down the road. How old is that kid?
Oh, he's young. He is
He's pretty young, I know.
Yeah, he's just 21. We're talking about David Jiricek, the young defenseman for the Minnesota Wild, a high draft pick, 6th overall by Columbus, but never really worked there. Here's Siegenthaler with a chance, shot save, rebound loose, it's cleared from the top of the crease. An alert play by Jonas Brodin. Now Tarasenko with it. He's bumped. Puck comes out to center ice. Taken across the line by Marcus Johansson, but Siegenthaler deflects it off of his stick. 8:25 to go in the first, no score. 8 Devil shots, 3 for Minnesota. Here's Brock Faber. His pass goes off the stick and out of play. Faber, young rising star, but no points this year.
You know why? Not playing the power play. It's interesting. Last year he had a really good point season. People know he's good. How good? He came from L.A. For Fala. I mean, he is good, but again, Mandy, I am not putting crown, and I like him, but I'm not putting a crown on him till I see him for 3 years. Mm-hmm. And he's in more of a defensive role this year. I get it. But,
Dawes almost turned the puck over behind the goal. Well, nothing too dangerous occurring.
Do you have any tape you can put on my mouth so I just talk when it's my turn and not during the play?
Offside on the Devils.
But, you know, man, you become a fan, and the better we do, the more excited you are for us. And I got to say, I'm really excited for Nico Dawes. Mm-hmm. You can't imagine, folks. I was there. You're getting a chance. You're young. You know, yeah, there's pressure of the game, but you know everybody's watching because they have to decide. Is he going to be a goalie of the future? Even a trade goalie? I don't know. It's hard to say with if Markstrom signs and he's good and 5 years for Allen. I don't know where Dawes fits. He doesn't know either, but he just wants to play well when he's between the pipes.
Icing on Minnesota off the draw, and there are some young, though very untested, very green goalies in the Devils system, so the competition is always there. But I would think for Nico Dawes, playing with this team in front of him gives him a really good shot to establish his bona fides.
Absolutely, and when I said to him, I said, so you're disappointed going down? He says, yes. He says, but one thing I know, I am one of the best 66. 66? Yeah, 33 teams?
32 teams.
64. He says, I'm one of the best 64 in the NHL. Right? And so wherever that lands him, I don't know.
Here's a puck battle at center ice as the Devils couldn't handle a pass to the point. Dillon struggled with it, but then as he ties up his man, offside called on Minnesota. Hey, Devils single-game tickets are on sale now. Secure your seats to big matchups, including a weekend date this Sunday with the Colorado Avalanche. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/tickets today. And the Devils will be gone for a while. After Sunday's game, we go Midwest, Mountain Time, Far West. At any rate, won't be back until the first Thursday in November. Devils will play Montreal.
All I know is, Matty, they should win tonight. I'm just saying they should win San Jose, but then they got 2 against Colorado. That'll be a test. Here we go.
Might be a 3-on-1. Here's Dawson Mercer across the line. Gets it to Brown, and the shot must have hit something on the way in. Oh, my. Now to the blue line, Nemitz. For Paul Cotter, cutting to his left, still looking for his first point of the season. Here's Cotter along the far wall, steps on the brakes to the blue line. Nemitz cuts to his right. Wrist shot off a stick, save made by Gustafsson. Now it's to Dillon at the left point. Wow, you had a 3-on-1 there. And
I know, you think at least the shot. Well, Brown was too close to the pack. I know I sound like an know-it-all. Come a little later when you're the third guy high. Then you'll have options. You can shoot, you can pass. But you're anxious, right, Matty?
Sure.
He wanted to get up in the play as well. But he got in tight, and then, I don't know, it hit a stick or just shot it high. I don't know.
Devils make a change. Icing on Minnesota as the Devils get Stefan Nason out there along with Brian Hallinan.
Well, we're going to get a look at it. Here comes the Devils. A drop. Sam, Kyle, you guys are the spotters. What happens here? Hit a shin pad?
I think he just fluffed it.
Oh, he fanned it.
Puck's just stayed on his stick.
Well,
that tape that you want?
Yeah, it was down there on the ice.
It was too sticky on his stick.
Oh, that's got to hurt.
Here's Jack Hughes. Wrists one. Cross ice and the drive by Myers. Save made by Gustafsson. Here's Luke Hughes. Lets his brother take it instead. Jack out high. Nice toss to Pesce. Pesce in deep. Backhand shot save. Puck loose. Cleared up to the blue line. Knocked down by Jack. Cuts to his left. Gets it to Luke. Skates behind the net. Comes out far side. Luke will lay it off. It's Pesce with it. Now far side Meyer will handle. To Jack. Cross ice to Luke. Steps into a shot save. No rebound.
Okay, now this is a whole new alignment. I don't know if it's a one and done, but Nico Hischier and Timo Meyer are out there, right? They play on a line, but not Jack Hughes. But Jack Hughes was out there, and Luke and... Or was that? Did I get that right or not? Yeah. So I was just saying, well, what's going on? But that's what coaches should do sometimes. Switch it up. And it almost paid dividends for the Devils, but, you know, Gustafsson's been good in the Wild net. 12 shots now for New Jersey. No goals for the Wild. 5:52 to go here in the first period. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential's rock-solid expertise is designed to help you reach your goals. After all, no matter where you are in life, you've got something to protect. Visit Prudential.com today and see how we can help you. Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search PlayStar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
An orthopedic surgeon can replace a damaged joint, but they can't replace time. For you, or for the person who has to drive you around. That's why you need a surgeon who's close to home. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we have the specialized care you need to get moving again. Do it right. Here. Visit rwjbh.org/ortho. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
This is Dawson Mercer. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Networks.
So, 5:52 are left in the first period. Now we've got Hischier, Meyer, and Gritsuk out there with Siegenthaler and Hamilton. So, Jack was out there just to give a little juice to that line.
I think you're right, and why not every once in a while?
Yep.
The guy's in great shape. He can take it physically, not going to get tired. So,
and he's been on a heater.
Yeah, that's part of it too. And they almost came through again.
Yep. This time it's Minnesota in control. Boldy flips it behind Eriksson Ek. As he pounds it in, it's settled by Dawes behind the net, gives it to Hamilton. Dougie Hamilton up ahead for Meyer, redirects it. Hischier will race after it. Now skates out to the far circle. Wrist shot, that's blocked. It comes all the way down. Dougie Hamilton started in Carolina, had a goal. You said, oh, he's involved offensively. Hasn't scored since, but boy, has he improved defensively and been a physical presence for the Devils.
Absolutely, Matty. And that's what the Devils love.
Here's Gritsuki in front, can't tee it up. Gets it to the blue line. Siegenthaler, wrist shot, hit Gritsuki, recovers inside the blue line, gives it to Hamilton, far side, back to Arseni, spins to the top of the circle, wrist shot down low, just missed, coming past the blocker side, the near post. Near to us, it was the far as he shot it.
Yeah. And you know, Dougie Hamilton, no name was more up for a trade during the summer than his, so he knows that. He says, I hope I'm playing to stay here with the Devils, but he also knows I might be playing so other teams see what I got and they want me. But whatever it is, not only, Matty, is he playing really hard defensively, taking the body, but he's jumping up. A lot of shots.
Here's Pratt. He moves in deep. Skates behind the net. Backhand shot on Gustafsson, and a save is made. Oh, my. What a great wraparound try. Now Jack keeps it alive at the blue line for Pratt. Wrist shot, saving the rebound, is cleared away by Rossi from Jack and out to center ice. Boy, there's some magic when those guys are out there.
And they know exactly where the other guy is. They know how they like to shoot for rebounds. And it's just it's just special to watch. You can't take it for granted because it doesn't always happen that way.
Puck back in the Minnesota end as Luke tries to play it down low to his brother. The puck hits the protective netting and goes out of play. Well, we saw that last night in Toronto. Puck in the corner. Bratt's got it. Jack's out high. Bratt creates some time and some space moving up along the board so Jack could get into an empty position between the circles, and he knew he was going to do it. Jack knew that Bratt was going to hold on to the puck just long enough, and it resulted in a goal.
And they talk on the ice, and those are the things they're discussing. Hey, you got the puck there, I'll do this. You know, it's all calculated by those guys. They're always thinking. It's hockey sense. It's not just happening. Like you see it, and this is what I'm going to do. No, it's planned.
Here's Connor Brown laying it off in front. They score! Paul Cotter with his first of the season. And the Devils get a late first period goal. They lead 1-0.
Yeah, first of the year. This wasn't a likely goal, but what? They're behind the net. It's not really a pass. This is what I love about hockey. Brown's going to try to take it out front, but he gets... No, I apologize. He went through the stick of Hartman, then he laid it out. But Gustafsson, who's been so good, Matty, let it go between his legs, low on the ice. A goalie just can't do it. I've done it. Every goalie's done it. But I'm just telling you, you can never say, oh, yeah, that was a good shot. But good for Paul Cotter, thrashing around, you know, driving the net, and he banged it home.
His first goal since last season. His first goal since he scored against Minnesota last season on March 29th.
Go on.
He had gone 12 games, including this one, without a goal. And boy, no one feels better than Cotter. He was feeling the heat. So the Devils lead 1-0, but odd man rush from Minnesota. Hartman shot deflected away by Nemitz, who was the lone man back. Now a centering pass is off the stick of Foligno. Gets it now to Hartman. He's denied by Dawes. A lot of good things happening for the Devils on that, even though it was a 3-on-1.
Well, because it was a 3-on-1, I'm glad it was, because it caught Nemitz back. What's he going to do? Here's what he does, folks. He stays between them, puts a stick way out to his right. Okay, if you're looking at him, so it'd be to the left. But then, when the shot's trying to be taken or passed, he put his stick to the right, Matty, and he intercepted it. 3-on-1 by the Wild. They're not going to get a lot of them. They didn't even get a shot on net. And just a great play by by Nemec. I love it, Matty. I talked to him about it. He can be a terrific two-way defenseman for 15 years in this league, but he's not going to be an offensive juggernaut. And I think he came to that realization this summer, and he's happy playing the way he is.
Devils leading 1-0, and he made a big play there to help keep it 1-0.
Absolutely.
And, he has received some criticism from the Devils fans simply because, well, when he was sent down to the minors, he didn't take it too kindly. He worked his way back up, and he hasn't necessarily been what the fans had hoped, but boy, has he worked on his game. Got to give the guy some credit.
Yeah,
play like that's important.
And the next time you talk to any of those fans, ask them what were they expecting. You know what I mean? I didn't expect him. He didn't have the great offensive overall skill that you think in the NHL. Now, in junior, he did.
Here's Hamilton across the line. Can't tee it up. It's knocked away from behind by Kaprizov. Boldy with it now across the line. Drops it for Kaprizov. Centers for Faber. Hamilton deflects it out of play.
Hey! First, Nemec breaks up a very dangerous chance. 3-on-1, and then Dougie Hamilton turns it over, Matty. And this is what you're talking about, how well he's playing. He gets back. Now he's second back. So his partner's going to front the play, but he comes, he watches. And then the puck is dropped by Kaprizov, but he gets over there and deflects that shot over the glass. And this is what I'm liking about the Devils. I know offense, but their defense has been terrific. And I don't mean just the defensemen, I mean their overall defense.
That has been something that Sheldon Keefe emphasized last year, and more so this year. Bouncing puck rolls in on Dawes. He sweeps it away. Now Hallinan checked, but the puck is sent to center ice. Glendening, he's checked on the play by Urov. Puck in the Minnesota zone, quickly exited. Trenton with a long-range shot, gloved by Nico Dawes, and we'll have a face-off.
Well, I mean, Sheldon Keefe and the whole coaching staff and the players are learning, Matty, we're not going to outscore opponents night after night. So how are you going to beat them consistently? You're going to be a rock-solid five-man defensive six with a goalie. And that's what I'm seeing developing here. That's what's exciting. It's a no-brainer. Let's, guys, we can wear them down defensively.
We're going to do the face-off again.
And you know what? They did that. They fell behind a couple times, but they kept coming, and that's what Sheldon Keefe was saying. We stayed with it. We got better as the game went on. Now, tonight, it's a little different because they got the first goal, and we'll see how that plays out.
That came at 16-21. Paul Cotter with his first of the season. Brown and Mercer with the assist. Here's Bouillon. Sends one on net. Stick save made by Dawes. Steve Bouillon from San Diego, California. 12th overall pick in the 2024 draft as the puck is cleared by the Devils.
Yeah, he played on the World Junior team. He was a champion NCAA in Denver with the Shattuck St. Mary. He's been to some terrific hockey situations, and he's succeeded, but this is a different level now.
Oh, yeah. Spells his first name Z, or Zed as they say in Canada. Z-E-E-V. Steve Bouillon. B-U-I-U-M. And we'll be pronouncing his name a lot, we assume, during the course of what he anticipates, and I think most people do, will be a long NHL career.
Well, we know he's got the offense, Matty. Can he get that defense going where he's also solid? We'll see.
Here's Paul Cotter in the corner. He's got the Devils goal. 14 shots for New Jersey, 6 for Minnesota. Stay with us for the Citizens Intermission Report. We'll have a Devils guest at the end of the period, and then Sam Kassan will take over as Ryan Hartman is bumped at center ice by Mercer with 10 to go. You'll hear his conversation with Gabe Ribeiro as Faber sends one on net. It hits Dawes up high. It's loose as the horn sounds.
Well, that's a nice feel to go in the dressing room for Dawes. Got him up on the arm, a little bit of an ouch, maybe, but he stopped the puck and he stopped all 7, so good for him.
Good first period in his first action of the season for Nico Dawes. Paul Cotter with his first goal of the season. Connor Brown with his first assist of the season. And the Devils with the 1-0 lead. By the way, Gabe Ribeiro designed the Hispanic Heritage shirt for the Devils. It's being sold in the team store. You'll hear more about that with Sam coming up as the Devils have a 1-0 lead on the Cotter goal at 16:21. So the Devils, just kind of what you want. The first period of a back-to-back coming home.
Yeah, and playing both ends of the rink hard. Right, Matty? They that's what I'm saying. Their tenacity. There's nobody that floats out there for the Devils, and you see it again tonight.
Speaking of first, Stefan Nason playing his first game of the season after recovering from the groin injury and back in the lineup tonight. Steph joins us outside the Devils dressing room. Steph, Matt, and Chico upstairs. Welcome back.
Fellas, how we doing?
We're doing well. How do you feel after 20 minutes? What's the process for getting up to NHL speed?
Once the season starts, practices become few and far between. So, it probably was good about a week, 2 weeks ago, but wanted to make sure I get some touches and, get up to speed in practice, make sure I felt good, before I get back into it.
Well, Steph, it's always hard to sit out for any player. But isn't it even a little harder when the team is going so well?
Yeah, I mean, obviously don't want to, mess with anyone's juju and come in the lineup. I know there's a lot of superstitious people out there with when it comes to that stuff. But, truthfully, it's, I think my game is just super simple. It's always been simple. It's hard. It's hard to play against. And, obviously wouldn't want to be back in the lineup unless I felt, at least as close to 100% as I could.
Well, I was wondering, like Maddie mentioned, you got 11 power play goals last year. And I know you don't sit around and think of that all the time, but that's still got to be a sense of confidence, isn't it?
A few nice backdoor tap-ins from Jack obviously helps, but, the boys are rolling and, I'm just trying to do anything I can to get back to help the team. And, I obviously rather us be rolling good and than not.
Well, we have talked often about the Devils' depth. It gets better with your return. Good luck the rest of the way. Good to see number 11 out there on the ice.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Stefan Nason from Plano, Texas.
I love that, right? From all over.
We talked about that last night, right? We got a kid from San Diego playing tonight. We had a couple of guys from Arizona last night and Texas. Listen, if you can play, they will find you. And Stefan Nason making his mark in the NHL.
And you know how hungry he must be, Matty. He's been here before, and the Devils were okay. But I'm telling you, every member of the Devils looking around say, I want to have an impact on this team because this team this year can do something terrific. And that inspires you. And that's why you talked about the depth with Stefan Nason. He sure adds to it.
So the Devils lead 1-0 after one on Paul Cotter's first of the season. And before we take a break, I'll remind you that partial plans are back and better than ever with exclusive benefits, including our ticket swap program, rewards program, and an exclusive event. You'll be closer to the action than ever before. To learn more, visit NewJerseyDevils.com/partials. Sam Kazan is next. He's got the Citizens Intermission Report as the Devils have the 1-0 lead after one. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
Want to know the best way to find parking for Devils games? It's easier than you think. Now with Park Mobile, you can easily reserve a parking spot for every Devils game. So you just drive right to the lot and have a guaranteed spot waiting for you. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or in the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, don't put your parking on ice. Score a hat trick by reserving your spot with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park. NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get New Jersey Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the New Jersey Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Devils.
This is Brian Hallinan, and you're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Welcome to your intermission report presented by Citizens. I am Sam Kassan. We've got one period here in the books between the New Jersey Devils and Minnesota Wild. But before we focus on some of the highlights and aspects and recap that first period, I want to get you guys tuned into a great project that the Devils have partnered with. That is the NORK project, NORK, N-O-R-K exclamation mark project. And if you don't know Gabe Ribeiro, he is the artist behind the NORK project. It's essentially an artistic shirt, fancy shirts with a Newark appeal to it. In fact, the term NORK comes from the way people say Newark here. Instead of saying Newark, they say NORK, just one word. So I had a chance to sit down with him and talk to him because he partnered with the Devils to make a Hispanic heritage shirt. And it says Los Diablos on the back with a little funny smiling devil circle above the eye. And in the front has the Devils logo with the NORK project logo. So talked to him about some of his inspiration, what he went through in the product, how he designed it, his thoughts and all that stuff. And obviously he's a Newark-based artist, born and raised here in Ironbound, continues to live here, continues to push for Newark artistry and such, and continues to work in the community, including the New Jersey Devils, who are part of the community. So here's my interview with Gabe Ribeiro. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, where you're from, kind of how you got involved in all this, and then we'll kind of get into the project. But let's start with a little bit on you.
Yeah, so I was born and raised here in Newark, in the Ironbound section. My parents are Portuguese immigrants, and they came to this neighborhood in like the 80s. And I went to some local schools, and then I didn't finish college, but I ended up doing graphic design, teaching myself how to do graphic design. And I started this retail brand called the NORK Project in 2017.
So wait, before we get there, let's just back up. So you did not go to college? You went for a period?
I didn't finish. I went to NJIT for computer science, but I opted to leave. I started working with graphic design and then in restaurants as well.
So what was it that made you switch over to like kind of do your own thing?
I think I just had an entrepreneurial spirit, and I was kind of fed up with school. So I started like freelancing, and then I started the retail brand in 2017, and then and that kind of took off. And I was doing that full time, running the retail brand and freelance. And then in 2023, I actually opened a restaurant here in the neighborhood.
Nice. And what do you love about graphic design? I mean, what compels you? What makes you tick? Why is that some of your passions?
I really enjoy like clean cut aesthetics. So a lot of my graphics are like very sharp vectors with like bold lines and clean text. I just like I'm drawn to. Basically, I looked at New York and San Francisco and these big cities. They have like this branding about them, like the Big Apple or the I Heart New York, or the aspects like the Golden Gate Bridge or the LA logo, the overlapping LA logo. And I was like, I want to do something for my town. So nice. I started doing Newark T-shirts. I started like a campaign called Newark is For. And that is probably the one that took off the most. There's a mural actually like 2 blocks from Prudential Center, and in a local business here, and I would sell shirts that say Newark is for artists or Newark is for immigrants. And it kind of developed like an identity. And then I did a lot of street markets where I got to know like all the people in the neighborhood, and they were always asking me, like, what's the latest design, what's new? And then it kind of forced me to like always be making new stuff for the people.
Awesome. And then where did the name NORK come from? I see there's Newark in it, but
it's just a funny way. It's a quip of how people say the city name. They just say like one syllable NORK.
Gotcha. Cool. Where in Newark did you grow up? What area?
It's called the Ironbound.
Ironbound. Okay, nice. And I assume you're still there?
Yeah.
Nice. So still working in the community. I love that. So how did you end up partnering with the Devils?
Allison reached out to me I guess she filled out the contact page on the NorthProject.com, and she was like, "Hey, we're looking to do some graphics." She told me the Devils were starting like a brand, but that we could work on different projects. So, I mean, I think I met up with her at the shop, the gift shop on Edison Place, like in February or March. So it's been like a long time coming. And then she reached out like maybe 3-4 weeks ago. She said, "Hey, I don't know if you have time, but it was kind of a quick turnaround, but we're looking for like this Los Diablos project." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So met her once like a couple months ago, and then we've just been in touch.
Okay, so she contacted you about doing the Los Diablos project. From there, how do you kind of make that become reality? Like, what is I'm not an artist, obviously, or at least not in the sense that you are. But when you have someone approach you about like, hey, we kind of have this idea, this project, like how do you kind of grasp that and then take it to the next level and get it to the finished product?
I kind of just went with my style, like thick text, like very clean lines. I kind of looked at some vintage logos. Obviously the colors are the same. I'm not sure if I'm answering this very well, but I kind of just went with my style.
Yeah. No, it's good. And so do you do a lot of like freelance projects, that kind of thing, or do you kind of just mostly sell your own artwork? Like what's kind of the endeavor?
For the past like 4 years, I've been doing a lot of my own merchandise and kind of saying no to freelance, but now it's the opposite.
Gotcha.
Now I want to do more freelance and I want to do less merchandise.
Gotcha. Were you a Devils fan?
I'm becoming more of a hockey fan by watching the Devils.
Gotcha. Awesome. And then so your friends living vicariously through you, how cool is it to have just, even if you're a soccer fan, so imagine like a soccer team reaches out to you doing, like, how cool is it to have a professional sports team reaching out to want to work with you on obviously the product that you made? Clearly it speaks to the quality of product that you're making.
Yeah, I mean, I was really excited. I was really nervous about it. Like, because obviously I want to impress and I want it to go well, but I also want to like maintain my style. Like I didn't want to. Right. Like, it's very important for me, the integrity of my work. Like all the time, especially with the merchandise, people are asking me, "Oh, make this color, make that, like, or do this, or write this on your shirt," and it's like that's not me. That's not something I would say, right? So I was happy that they enjoyed the work. Like literally no revisions. Like they're like, I sent the first version and they're like, "Yeah, looks good." I was so happy with that because it's like it was me.
How cool is it going to be seeing your artwork prominently throughout or even seeing Devils fans just walking around the concourse and stuff wearing this shirt? How cool is that going to be for you?
That's going to be, I can't wait for that. Like, I know when there's a game in town. Like, I don't know the schedule, like, very well. I know when there's a game in town, I'm literally, like, walking out my house or, like, going to work or going to whatever I'm doing in the neighborhood, and I see, like, a bunch of red shirts. I'm like, oh, there's a game today. So I'm going to look out. The next time there's a game, I'm going to look out for this shirt.
I want to thank Gabe Ribeiro once again for taking the time to talk to me about his Los Diablos shirt, part of the NORC project and partnered with the New Jersey Devils. You can get the shirt at the team store. It's available now. Make sure you go check it out. Make sure you go pick it up. And we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll look at some highlights from that opening period as well as some scores from around the National Hockey League. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Matt Laughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial gain. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC. Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search playstar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get New Jersey Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the New Jersey Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Devils.
This is Nico Hischier. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
And we welcome you back into the Devils Intermission Report presented by Citizens. I'm Sam Kassan. 1-0 game here. The Devils with the lead on the Minnesota Wild after 20 minutes of play at the Prudential Center. Paul Cotter, the lone goal, his first of the season, comes at 16:21 of that opening period. Connor Brown and Dawson Mercer picking up the assists. Shots in that opening period, 14-7 in favor of the Devils. Now let's look at some scores from around the National Hockey League in our Premio Sausage out-of-town scoreboard. Premio Sausage, real Italian sausage, real Italian taste, the way sausage should be. Only two other games on the docket tonight. The Buffalo Sabres are at home. They're hosting the Detroit Red Wings. About 6:42 to left in that opening period in Buffalo, and that game is currently tied at 0-0. Only other game will start a little bit later, 8:30 puck drop. Calgary Flames there at home against the Montreal Canadiens. In this one, the Devils with a 1-0 lead. They're still going to hold on or build onto it as the second period's coming up after the break. Matt Lachlan, Chico Resch, have your call. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential's rock-solid expertise is designed to help you reach your goals. After all, no matter where you are in life, you've got something to protect. Visit Prudential.com today and see how we can help you.
For the last 125 years, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 102 has powered progress and built a brighter future. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we honor the dedication of our past, the strength of our present, and the promise of our future. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're Local 102.
This is Jonas Siegenthaler. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Teams back out on the ice as we get ready for the start of the second period. Devils leading 1-0 on Paul Cotter's first of the season at 16:21. The Devils announced this week that Jack Hughes and his brother Luke, in partnership with JAG Physical Therapy and Hockey in New Jersey, have launched Hughes Brothers Pucks and Pages, a multi-year reading program to promote literacy among New Jersey's youth. Books chosen by the Hughes brothers will be provided to Hockey in New Jersey youth participants as part of their scholastic program. And select children will have a chance, along with their families, to be hosted by Jack and Luke at a Devils home game. The first book, Chico, and maybe we should check it out too, selected by Jack and Luke, Fast Pitch by Nick Stone. It's about a young girl facing the challenges of proving herself on and off the softball field.
Yeah, I like it, Maddie. Now I just want kids to read more.
Yeah.
Get off the phones, myself included, and start reading.
Matt Boldy with it. As he came in, he tried to go over the right shoulder of Dawes' short side, just sent it a little too high. There was an opening there.
Big time. Nico's got to not do what he did on that play. Guys at a bad angle, don't go down in that butterfly and give that top part open as the puck goes out of play. You know who scores a lot from there? Jack Hughes.
Yes, he does.
Got one this year already that way. And how about this, Nick? You read it, Maddie. This is from Kyle McKinnon. That's amazing.
So the last time won both games in a back-to-back situation, which is they're facing tonight off the win last night in Toronto, was in the Global Series in Prague when they beat Buffalo.
That's right. Remember that well? I got to tell you, I'm dating myself, but Bob Dylan, the old croner, was there playing at concerts as well. I don't know. I don't think he came to either of the games, but it's his loss.
Yeah, the day we left, I guess, was he was playing in an auditorium in the building that hosted the ice hockey game. Here's Jared Spurgeon with a shot that's blocked by Plot, sent the length of the ice. This will be icing. Just underway here in the second. Minute 8 gone by. Devils lead 1-0. Out shooting Minnesota 14-8. And it was a good first period.
And again, Matty, we're fortunate we can see the play. We can see other things happening. But again, who would you say didn't have a good first period? Like, this is what I love about the Devils. They come ready to battle.
Bouillon with a shot deflects on net, save made by Dawes. Now puck bounced off of Nico. It's loose in front, pushed to the corner. Pass comes to the blue line. Here's Bouillon. Hands it off now to Spurgeon. Oh, he's stripped of the puck by Jack. It's a breakaway. Jack in all alone. Save made by Gustafsson. Now it's Brett. Brett finds Jack near side, rips one. It's blocked. And the puck goes up in the air. Spurgeon stepped in front. Now race on at center ice. Tarasenko and Luke Hughes does a great job getting back, preventing him from a breakaway. Oh, boy, this place was going to go crazy. Here's Jack again. Snapper, never got through. Blocked by the defense as Jiricek got a piece.
Oh, Jack, so smart. Just waiting. You know, inside the blue line, thinking if he's going to pass that dangerously across, I'm going for it. He did. He got the breakaway. And we almost expected him to score. He scored so much lately.
6 goals in the last 3 games for Jack. But not there as the puck gets past Jiricek far side. Racing back with Paul Cotter. Oh, big hit by Cotter behind the net. As going down is Jiricek. Here's Dylan at the left point. Now for Brown. Brown for Dylan. Big bomb blockered away by Gustafsson.
Is it going to be boom, boom, Dylan pretty soon? He is ripping that thing.
Hinostroza's shot knocked down. The follow-up didn't get through. Here's Hinostroza looking for Hartman. Nemitz and Hartman battle. Around it comes for Brodin. Good start to the second period. Wrist shot goes wide from the blue line. Hartman with it, challenged by Dylan, who crunches him into the boards, and the puck is clear.
Hey, you would not believe that the Devils played last night. Their energy level is top shelf right now.
Yurov breaks into the Devils' end. He's slowed down by Dylan. Loose puck for Mercer. Shovels it in the air. Gloved down at center ice by Brodin, and now it's whipped in by Faber. Devils saying the puck went out of play off the netting, but no whistle.
No, Dawes had his arm up like, let's hear the whistle. Nemitz, get an icing, no?
Yeah, Nemitz clears it for an icing. Oh, maybe not. Glendening, does he cancel? No. Oh, he was a half stride behind Faber and almost.
And Paul Cotter did the same thing the last shift. Then he drilled. Who was it down in the corner? Jiricek, yeah. But I got to tell you this. This is what the bread and butter Bratt and Jack know. So the puck goes down in the left corner if you're seeing it. Bratt gets it. But you know what Jack does? He's not going to the net. He's going to stay outside that top hash mark, because he knows he can score from there. Bratt knows he's standing there, and nobody else is covering him. He makes the pass, and Jack shot it got blocked. But you know what I mean, Matty? They know these patterns.
Here's Boldy now. Flips one in front. It's blocked away by a diving Siegenthaler, and Brian Hallinan clears it off a Minnesota stick into the wild end.
The energy the Devils are showing in back-to-back, but Matty, they're having so much fun, and all they want to do right now is make a big play to win.
Brodin across the line, slides it to Boldy. In with a shot, it's blocked, he gets it back.
Another block.
Devils stepping in front of Bullets, and now here's Meyer across the line, finds Grietzuk on the back, and he goes cross ice for Hischier. Pass too far out in front, and now Meyer's shot is stopped by Gustafsson. Grietzuk, right wing wall. To the corner it goes for Meyer. Meyer looks around. Cross ice it goes now. Luke Hughes with it. Spins, move to his right along the blue line. For Jesper Bratt, Devils making changes. Luke now with it in front. It rolls off his stick. It's free in the crease. It's still free. They jab at it. No control. Finally, Gustafsson finds it. We get a whistle.
All right. Well, hey, it's just not Jack Hughes that can make magic bread and butter with the player, but Luke Hughes. That was Bratt up top, just inside the blue line, and Luke circles around. Bratt gives it to him, Matty, and what I like, so Luke takes it down low on the right side, below the goal line, but then he shoots out in front, takes the puck to the net, doesn't just look to pass it, and boy, what a scramble. The Devils trying to get to it. Oh, yeah, Nico just gets the tip of his stick on it, but not hard enough. But a great play by Luke Hughes.
He's been snake bit without a goal so far this year.
Great point, Matty.
Last night, nice wraparound. Stopped by Stolars. Here's Jesper Bratt. Banks one down low. It hops past Palat. Jack after it, but Marcus Johansson will handle. Seems like forever Johansson was with the Devils as the puck was cleared, brought back in for an offside on New Jersey.
And I don't know what you remember about him, but you know what I remember? That vicious elbow he took, I think it was Marchand in Boston, remember?
Oh, yeah. That was a chicken wing.
Yeah, terrible. And the other thing I remember is...
Got crunched here. Was it Hedman maybe? Got him behind the net.
Oh, that's right. That was another big hit. I also remember his dad used to always bring a group of Swedish players wherever Marcus is playing, and I met and spoke to them one night. And so it's a family affair with Marcus, and he's made a pretty good career out of it. Boy, he's been around how many years, Matty?
15 now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Woo.
And those concussions, you thought maybe the career wouldn't last as long. It's part of that Devils team that went to the playoffs, lost to Tampa Bay in 5 games.
It was the high mark of this Devils team recently.
It was. Luke Hughes with the wrister. That's deflected out of play. And we'll have a face-off 14-12 to go in the second.
Well, you know, it is amazing when you said Luke doesn't have a goal. And that's hockey, too, you're saying. With all the shots he's taken, with all the bounces of the puck, he's got to have one, but you got to have some luck, and he has had none of the puck luck around the net that players sometimes need.
No score late in the first in Buffalo, Sabres and Red Wings. Buffalo out shooting Detroit 11-5, but no one has lit the lamp. That's an old school.
Lit the lamp.
Dawson Mercer on the draw with Ryan Hartman. Puck one to the blue line. Dillon now to Connor Brown. Backhands to the corner for Cotter. He has the lone goal in this game. Devils lead 1-0. 6 minutes gone by in the second. Nemitz drives it for Mercer. Far corner to the blue line. Dillon with a quick shot. They score! Woo!
Boom, boom. Dillon, Matty.
His second in as many nights.
He's just chuckling as he goes along the fist bump. He's thinking, I'm starting to like this fist bump after I score. I go along, but this is top shelf. And there's a screen going in front of Gustafsson, and then the puck goes by both the Devil and Cotter. But you talk about luck. Oh, no. Who was that? Juracek jumped away from it. Matty, the puck's coming high. I hate to say it. I don't want to blame him. He didn't want to get, and the puck was going to hit him high. But he jumps away and turns, goes by him and also by the goalie. That's not going to be a good look for him.
So the Devils lead 2-0. Brown in. It's poked away by Middleton. Brown now has it again to the blue line to the hot Brendan Dillon. Now it's on to Nemitz. Nemitz spins away from Foligno. Dillon near side. Wrister off a stick. Loose in front. Jabbed at by Mercer and cleared away. And it's icing against Minnesota.
And that Dawson Mercer gets another assist, Matty. And Dillon still chuckling. But, you know, here you're going to see it, Matty. I think this is it. See, Juracek goes...
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. You don't want to get hit with a puck. But that puck would have hit him, but he jumped out of the way, screened the goalie, and Not what you want to do.
No bueno. Here's Hamilton.
Right.
Now for Jack Hughes. Snapper save made by Gustafson. Minnesota controls. Gustafson has been good tonight, but he trails 2-0. Hamilton at center ice intercepts the pass, gets it to Jack, drops it to the trailer. It's Nico Hischier, watched by Foligno, spins away from Foligno. Now it's the Hamilton in the corner, shot sails through the crease. Jack Hughes controls, gets it to Siegenthaler. One-timer by Hamilton. That's off the glass and out of play.
You know, I used to love the term, I don't know when I first heard it, shooting gallery. But that's what it's become for the Devils here in the second period. 23 shots on goal to only 10 for the Wild. And the good news is, Matty, we don't care how many shots, how many scoring chances. We want to see the puck go in the net. And the Devils have done that twice already tonight. And they lead 2-0. 12:42 to go here in the second period. You are listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
Matt Laughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial gain. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
For the last 125 years, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 102 has powered progress and built a brighter future. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we honor the dedication of our past, the strength of our present, and the promise of our future. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're Local 102.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
This is Jesper Brad. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Thank you.
Jesper Brad and company with a 2-0 lead. 12:42 to go in the second period. Goals by Paul Cotter and Brendan Dillon. What was one of the themes of our pregame show? Depth of scoring.
Bingo, Matty. Yep. Oh, yeah. And that's why this Devils team, everybody, I've always said it, everybody wants to be in the lineup. Everybody wants to be on the ice when you're playing like this, winning like this. And they're all playing hard, every single one of them.
Minnesota gaining the zone, coming back on the back check. Luke Glendening takes the puck away from Pitlick. Hallinan down with a shot, save made by Gustafson. Puck went off his glove, he covered up. Oh, would love to see Brian Hallinan, Minnesota guy, scoring against the Minnesota Wild.
Delano, after a fight last night, a really good one, folks. He hung in there. He was at a big disadvantage. Finally got himself situated and started throwing some big blows. Tonight he almost scores. But, he too, you think he wants to go back. Don't get me wrong. He may have to.
Yeah.
But, no, he wants to stay. And he had his helmet knocked off, but then he gets mad. He took a few blows, then he gave a big one.
And won that fight against Simon Benoit at the end of last night's game.
Yeah.
And with Cody Glass out of the lineup because of an upper body injury, and who knows how long that'll be, offside called on the Devils, it allowed Nason to come back in. I think he was coming back in anyway, but who was going to go out? And you would look at it and you say, well, probably the rookie Brian Hallinan hasn't scored in his few games with the Devils, but no. Should he stay because of the punch and the fight? And
you don't know if he would have came out, and he wouldn't want me to say you were coming out. But you know what, Matty? Don't you think that's one of his best individual scoring chances I've seen?
Yeah.
He's blowing down the right wing, beats a defenseman, makes a low short side shot, almost scored. So good for him.
But maybe the door has just crept open a little longer for Brian Hallinan, certainly tonight. But the fight maybe helped out. Oh, Nico Hischier had his skates taken out from underneath him by Tarasenko. No call. Here is Eriksson Ek looking to go cross ice. Meyer gets a piece, and now the puck bounces off of Jonas Brodin to the neutral zone.
Whether it's blocking shots or blocking passes, Matty, boy, the Devils have been sharp tonight. There. Timo Meyer with a great block on a pass that could have been dangerous.
Here's Dougie Hamilton behind the Devils' net. He looks up. He has some room. Dougie snaps one near side. Meyer has it go off his stick. He'll give chase. Gustafson plays it away. And now Jared Spurgeon sends it up the far wall for Marco Rossi. On to Johansson. Now for Boldy. Along the near wall. Gets it to Bouillon. The shot, that's deflected off the wall. Now Rossi with it. Finds Spurgeon. Devils lead 2-0. Now it's Bouillon with a shot. Save made by Dawes. No rebound. 10:43 to go in the second.
Did you see how tight he was? See where those gloves were? When you're going in the butterfly, you got to keep the elbows in. If they flare like they did last night, Stolazar let him flare a couple times. Puck went through his arm and his body, but not tonight. Hit the glove, and good. Nico Dawes, you know what? He's not making any mistakes.
Yeah.
He could have been beaten a couple times, Matt. You mentioned it. But he hasn't been. But the ones he should get, he's getting.
As he makes his season debut. After the draw, Minnesota with it. Spurgeon in deep for Boldy. Tries to snap one home. It's blocked away at the side of the net. And covered up by Dawes.
Yeah, good teamwork. Pesce battling, Dawes battling, Palat coming back from his position to help out if that puck did bounce out around the cage. Luke Hughes there, I love it. I just love the defensive coverage, Matty. If you start there, you will break the spirit of the other team.
Minnesota wins the draw. Shot blocked. Came from the point. It bounced near side. The net was open, but nobody was there for Minnesota. Rossi now behind the net. Luke Hughes pokes it free. He and Rossi go down in the corner. Puck dug out by Jack. He's slowed down. Boldy with it out high. Goes to the far side. Johansson reaches for it. Out on to Rossi. Backhands off of Luke Hughes. And it's taken by Pesce. Up now for Palat. Devils just want to get this puck out of here. Get it out of the zone. They can't. Johansson with it. Getting a piece is Pesce. Still Minnesota controls. Jiricek at the blue line for Boldy. Long shot save made by Dawes. Rebound is loose behind the net. It comes out in front. Rossi can't put it on net. I think he fanned on it, but maybe it was Dawes making a save too.
Yeah, Luke Hughes was over there, but you're right. You know, you don't play 60 minutes of perfect hockey, and right now, the Wild, knowing at the halfway mark of this game, they're going to get some offense going, and they come close to scoring there.
Yeah, and offense is not the name of their game, except on special teams, which has bolstered them in the early going this season. Hartman slowed down by Cotter. Dillon bangs it off the wall to center ice, but Minnesota in control. The ebbs and flows of a game right now flowing Minnesota's way a bit. Here's a pass out in front by Foligno, picked off by Nemitz, lost control on a poke check. Brodin now to Bouillon with a shot. That goes wide. Check that was Faber. Now it's loose for Nemitz. Chips it up in the air. Knocked down by Mercer. Penalty coming up on the Devils. It's a delayed call. Dillon's going to go off. He got a little bump again on Hinostroza just for extra measure, but he knew he was going off. Interference is the call, and it's a power play.
He is very demonstrative, and he's still talking to the referee. I got to see it, Matty. I don't know what he's upset about, but he doesn't think he should have got the penalty. But, you know, Matty, they didn't get the goal. That's the good news, right? But when you are in your own end...
Number 5, 2 minutes for interference.
Here we're going to look. You know, he got his hand in there. You know, and that was what. But anyway, just what I'm saying. If you are in your end, that was 3 shifts in a row for the Devils. The good news is you didn't get scored on, but you're going to be very vulnerable to taking a penalty, which they have. So now the Wild get a chance to score where they have been scoring with a man advantage. We'll see if the Devils can prevent that. 8:39 to go here in the second period. 2-0 New Jersey. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
How scared are you guys?
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search PlayStar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
This is Cody Glass. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Minnesota power play as we resume action here at the Rock, but an early Devils clear. Minnesota first in the NHL in power play efficiency, but 0 for 8 in their last 3 games. So who are they with the man advantage? I'm not sure.
Oh, no.
Siegenthaler lost an edge as he tried to clear. Puck loose in the far circle. Jonas gets it back, can't get it past Boldy, who whips it around near side for Tarasenko. Devils leading 2-0 in the second. William out high, moves to his right with a shot. That hits Siegenthaler in front. Cleared but not out. Tarasenko for Bouillon. Tap pass for Kaprizov. Picked off by Hamilton. He clears.
Great read by Dougie Hamilton there again. Kind of tired. He wanted to get off, but that's the other thing, Matty. Besides all the energy and all the good decisions Devils are making, their anticipation has been terrific tonight.
Mercer and Hischier, the forwards. Hischier blocks a pass. Up ahead it goes to Mercer. Moves across the line. Spins on Bouillon. Backhands far side for Hischier. In the corner. Checked by Eriksson Ek. And now it's Kaprizov. Banks one up ahead. Here's Tarasenko with Pesce back. Pesce slows him down. They battle now behind the net. Kaprizov has the puck in the corner. Good strong play by Brett Pesce to the blue line. Bouillon now to Boldy. Boldy waits, gives it to Bouillon. Guts to his left. He's in front of the Minnesota bench. Now his pass is tipped by Hischier, grabbed by Mercer. Now it's on to Luke Hughes. Down the left wing side, slap shot, stick save by Gustafsson.
And the crowd's loving it, man. I love when they shoot like that. Oh yeah, the chances of scoring isn't great, but it's exciting to watch.
How much fun was it back in the day watching guys like Lafleur and Hull come streaking down a wing and letting the big blast go?
Well, it depends if you were on the end of it. No!
Hartman makes a move, cuts in front, spun around by Luke Hughes, and the puck was pushed aside by Dawes. Out of the box is Dillon. No shots on the power play from Minnesota. Now a chance for Boldy. Saved by Dawes. Puck is loose between the circles. Grabbed now by Jack. Shovels it ahead. Bounces off the skate of Dillon. Jack gets it back. Finds Pesce, and the Devils will regroup. 6:15 to go in the second period. Devils lead 2-0. Minnesota now 0 for their last 9 on the power play.
And no shots on this one.
Hamilton with it. Up the center of the ice. Picked off by Brodin. And now offside is Minnesota.
Now, Matt, besides the Devils playing well and all the excitement, you know, I like that constant buzz of the crowd, right? They're into everything the Devils are doing, blocking shots, defensive plays, offensive plays. It's just a wonderful night here in New Jersey. And the best part, at least now with 5:58 to go here in the second, is Devils lead the Wild 2-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get New Jersey Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the New Jersey Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Devils. Matt Laughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial gain. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC. Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search PlayStar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Jake Allen. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Quiz question time. Jack Hughes off a hat trick last night. Who's the only player in franchise history to record a hat trick in back-to-back games? And we'll have the answer for you coming up a little later on.
That's a big feat, Matty.
Yes. Here's a centering pass off the stick of Glendening. Trennan banks it off the wall. And the puck comes out to center ice. Cotter and Dillon with the goals. Devils leading 2-0. That's right. Cotter, his first. Dillon, his second in as many games. His second of the season. And he has potted some goals lately. Now across the line. Trennan with a shot off the stick of Nemitz. It goes wide. 25 Devil shots, 15 for the Minnesota Wild. Jiricek out high. His pass picked off by Brian Hallinan. And now it's up to Stefan Nason making his Devils debut this year. Missed the first 6 games, coming off some off-season surgery, groin issue. Nemitz hits the blue line, dumps it in. Devils make a change as Minnesota will handle it. Here comes Jiricek. Oh, shipped to the puck by Meyer. Finds Gritsuk. Now centers for Hischier, and he was handcuffed by the pass, couldn't tee it up.
In his skates, darn it.
And so now Minnesota will dump it in. Oh, coming out was Nico Dawes. He played it toward Luke Hughes, but there was somebody there from Minnesota, chipped it across the crease. Jiricek reaches for it. Now sign up and receive exclusive access to discounted Devils tickets all season long using your .edu email address. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/StudentRush to sign up today. And now I'll point at you and you can go.
Thank you. All I'm saying is, Matty, what I like about the Devils' defensive unit, they got a veteran helping the other guy. Like I saw Dillon talking to Nemitz, go the other way. You know, they're talking on the ice. And then you got Pesce helping Luke Hughes, you know, develop his game. And Siegenthaler and Hamilton, 2 veterans, but Siegenthaler very committed defensively too. I'm just saying it's a great balance of 6 guys back there.
And so far, they have helped keep, along with Nico Dawes and those 12 forwards, doing some work too, keeping Minnesota off the boards.
My finger would have been shaking at you if you hadn't mentioned a goalie. Thank you.
I'm going to say it now, even though we've not gotten to the start of the third period. Dawes has 1 career shutout, and that came against Nashville last season. Nice. Penalty coming up. It's going to be on Luke Hughes. Interference is the call, and the Devils will be down a man again.
Well, I like it. Luke takes a big breath, and then he says something to the referee. But, you know, you're winning those battles. Brendan Dillon didn't.
Number 43, 2 minutes for interference.
And another interference call.
Yeah, it's the third one called. The penalties have all been interference calls, and this is a legit one.
Oh! Yeah, a little bit. I mean, okay, so Luke and a Wild player going back along the right boards if you're looking at the Devils' end. He goes over in front of him, but doesn't really lean, but he's there. But you know what? The Wild player made a good move. He threw his hands up. He looked like he got bumped, and he drew the penalty.
So, second power play for Minnesota. They had no shots on goal last time, and an early clear by the Devils, who start with Connor Brown and Luke Glendening as the forwards, Pesce and Dillon defensively. Tarasenko's pass blocked away by Brown, but it comes into the zone. Boldy now for Bouillon. Bouillon comes cross ice for Boldy. Quick wrister, that's blocked away by Pesce. Bouillon with it, out high. Oh, he fans on the pass. Brown reaches for it, but it's kept alive by Boldy for Eriksson Ek. Off his stick, and now in the corner and cleared. Devils will make a change. Glendening comes off. Hischier comes on. Minnesota back across the line. Boldy with a rising backhander. It goes off the glass. Hischier will shovel it to the neutral zone. Bouillon there with 1:05 to go. An offside called on Minnesota.
Well, you always get excited when you hear a new chant. And what the crowd here was yelling, that shot's going. Oh, what a block. Pesce. Well, kick save and the beauty, Matty. He's standing up. He gets his right foot on it. But what the fans are into, they're going, kill, like kill the penalty. You know, and I'm sure it's happened at other rinks, but that's what I'm talking about. These fans are so into every little thing that's happening, and that really enhances the enjoyment of coming and being a fan for New Jersey, right? That's what you come for.
And the players have all spoken, not just this year, but the last several years, the boost they get from the fans.
Yep.
They can hear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
They get fed by the noise. 45 to go in the power play. Minnesota at center ice. Hinostroza lays it off. Hartman to Spurgeon. Cross ice to Rossi at the near point. Now to Spurgeon. Down low for Johansson. For Hartman behind the net. Finds Rossi near side. Out high for Spurgeon. Can't find a lane to shoot. Gives it to Marco Rossi, the young Austrian. Back in the lineup. Missed the game on Monday. Drive by Spurgeon. Deflects to the corner. Minnesota recovers. Rossi snaps it to Spurgeon. 16 to go with that cry of kill from the crowd. Minnesota with the power play. Johansson with a centering try. That's blocked away. Now here comes Hartman. The shot save made. Rossi with it. Another shot that hit Mercer. And a save with the blocker by Dawes. Loose puck. He's lost his stick. Out of the box is Luke Hughes. 3 shots on the power play. No goals though for Minnesota. And the crowd responds to an exciting end to the power play. Oh my, Nico Dawes, terrific. Now a loose puck for Dawson Mercer, racing into the Minnesota zone. They have numbers. He'll protect in the corner.
And look at the energy he had, Matty, after killing that penalty. That's what I'm talking about. The Devils players are so full of fire and energy. You see it every shift.
1:07 to go in the second period. Devils lead 2-0, and here comes Jack Hughes. Speed through the neutral zone, across the line, cuts between the circles. It's knocked off his stick. He challenges Brodin in the corner. Puck comes loose for Cotter. He and Yurov look for control. It comes to Jack, sweeps it to Nemitz, gives it back to Jack out high. 43 to go in the period. Wrist shot blocked by Trennan and driven wide by Cotter. Meyer with it, looks around. Now for Jack in the corner. Stay with us for the Citizens Intermission Report. Nemitz with a shot, save, rebound, cleared in front. This will be icing. Devils will have another try as we get a whistle. 23.8 to go.
You know, and obviously Matty and I are biased, but we're pulling for Nemitz. He's playing so well defensively, and you hope he can just find a hole to get one in. There he had it up top. He went from his right to his left across the top of the slot, but it hit somebody. Oh, what a stick save. What a stretch on the blocker side. Much harder to stretch on your blocker side, Matty, than it is the glove. But Nico Dawes did it, and he made a great save.
Devils control the draw. Leading 2-0 late in the second. Here's Pratt skating behind the net. Moves to the corner, now in the near circle. Out high to Pesce. Back to Pratt with 10. For Pesce, the puck goes off his stick out to center ice. It's chopped into the Devils' end, and this period should come to a close. And it will, with the Devils leading 2-0.
You know, and at the end, like, Pratt's up high, and he is played a little give and go with Pesci. Now he's talking to him. He said, I'm sorry, because he missed the pass and the puck went out of the net. But that's the communication like that, man. He really matters. And when you're winning, you just can't wait to talk to someone and give them a pointer or tell them what you really wanted to do on that play. It's just a beautiful thing to watch or listen to.
Yeah, I agree. 2-0, Devils in front after 2, and Devils looking for their 6th consecutive victory. They've gotten goals tonight from Paul Cotter and from Brendan Dillon. They've gotten a pair of assists from Dawson Mercer, who joins us outside the Devils dressing room. And Dawson, is Matt and Chico. Thanks very much for your time. What have you liked about teams' play so far through 40?
Let's say pretty good there. Obviously, up 2-0. We just killed off that penalty there, and obviously try not to give them no life. We want to make sure we keep them quiet, and then we just play our good game.
Well, it was interesting. You do a great job of killing the penalty, but the energy, then you get a kind of an opportunity. Is that what's happening? Everybody is just full of energy, and no matter what the play, the team is playing so well, you're going for it.
Yeah, well, I'm dead out there on that one, and
but you still beat the guy.
Yeah, well, I got 3 or 4 other guys out there dead also, so someone got to take the puck low and get a change.
Good one, Dawson.
Hey, Dawson, MSG just showed some photos from the team's Halloween party. Of course, we'll be on the road when Halloween strikes, and so you had the party early. What was the thought behind your and your significant other's Halloween costume?
I just thought it was a pretty funny costume. Obviously, the image of Scooby-Doo, I like that show and stuff. And then just, I think whenever you can do a costume with, wigs, it kind of makes it more of a funny factor. So I had, the bright blonde hair, and she had the orange, so it was pretty nice.
So are you a Shaggy fan? Is that what you were growing up watching, Scooby?
I guess I liked all those shows, but I just thought it was a good option. You got to change it up every year, right? We got hopefully a lot more Halloween parties to come.
You got it. You guys look good. I hope it was fun. I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
All right, Dawson, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Dawson Mercer joining us. He's got a pair of assists. Dawson now on the season with 7 points, 3 goals, 4 assists, and 7 points. So there'll be an out-of-town scoreboard check by Sam Kassan during the upcoming Citizens Intermission Report. The out-of-town scoreboard presented by Premio Sausage, real Italian sausage, real Italian taste, the way sausage should be. And it'll be a short scoreboard look, just 2 other games on the NHL schedule tonight. And you know what? We're going to keep you around for a little longer. At the third period, start of the third period, we'll give you the answer to that quiz question. Jack Hughes with the hat trick last night, trying to tie one player in Devils history who had hat tricks in back-to-back games. In this case, it would be literally back-to-back. The one who has the only time in history where 6 goals were scored in 2 games, did it on consecutive games. There was a break in between. Anyway, that answer will come your way in the third period. Sam Kassan is next. Devils lead 2-0 after 2 on the Devils Hockey Network.
In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential's rock-solid expertise is designed to help you reach your goals. After all, no matter where you are in life, you've got something to protect. Visit Prudential.com today and see how we can help you.
For the last 125 years, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 102 has powered progress and built a brighter future. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we honor the dedication of our past, the strength of our present, and the promise of our future. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're Local 102.
You know, whenever I drive in for a Devils game, I know exactly where I'm going to park because I reserve my spot ahead of time with Park Mobile. I don't have time to drive around looking for parking. I just use the Park Mobile app to easily reserve the spot I want. Then I drive right to that lot and there's a guaranteed spot waiting for me. It's easy. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or on the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, book your spot before you leave the house with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
This is Brett Pesci. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
We welcome you into the Devils Intermission Report presented by Citizens. I'm Sam Kassan. I want to remind you, sign up today for Devils Alerts to receive mobile and email alerts for tickets and offers, pre-sales, promotions, news, events, surveys, and more. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/Devils Alerts for more information there. We've got a 2-0 game between the Devils and Minnesota Wild with the Devils on the upside of that 2. Shots 25-18 in favor of the Devils. It was Paul Connor getting the opening goal for the Devils late in the first period, his first of the season. And then Brendan Dillon scoring on back-to-back games. He picks up his second goal of the season, second goal in as many games. That came at 6:08 of the second period. And that is where we stand. Looking at some of the other stats from the game, Luke Hughes has 5 shots on goal, leading all skaters amongst them. His brother Jack has 3 shots and a bunch of 2s and 1s for the Devils. Matt Boldy has 3 for the Minnesota Wild, as does Marco Rossi and Ryan Hartman. In the faceoff circle, the Devils have the edge, winning 23 out of 19 for a 55% winning percentage. Dawson Mercer, who has moved to center because of the injury to Cody Glass, he has won 70% of his faceoffs, 7 wins, 3 losses. Nico Hischier has gone 6-3, and Lucas Glendening has gone 6-3, both clipping at 67%. Running down the hits, 17 for Minnesota, just 7 for the Devils. 7 hits for Marcus Foligno in this game so far. So let's get you caught up on how we ended up at this 2-0 situation after 40 minutes of play at the Rock. And it starts with a goaltender making his season debut. That is Nico Daws playing his first NHL action of the campaign. He was tested early from Urov, and he answered that test.
Urov looks cross-ice. It's handled by Buyum, flips it through the crease. Now it's taken near side by Kaprizov. Goes cross-ice off a Devil's stick. It lands in front, and denied was Urov as he was stopped by Daws.
And Daws would have to be equally as good on a shot from Eriksson Ek later in that period, and he was equally as good.
Here's Brock Faber. He's in deep, skates behind the net. Applies the brakes, has some room, slides one cross ice, and Eriksson Ek is denied. Pad save made by Nico Daws.
It's worth mentioning, obviously we touched on Cody Glass being out tonight with an upper body injury and the shifting that has taken place. Dawson Mercer moving to center, taking Glass's position. In that exposed position where Dawson Mercer had been playing, the rookie Russian Arseny Gritsuk, he has taken that spot, playing alongside Timo Meier and Nico Hischier, and that's very big news for a few reasons. Not only is he getting a great look, a great opportunity to get some big minutes, but Nico Hischier's line is going against the Kirill Kaprizov, Eriksson Ek, and Matt Boldy line. So Hischier is being asked to shut down that unit, and Arseny Gritsuk is also, in a sense, being asked to shut down that unit. So you've got Gritsuk playing a defensively shut down role right now on that line, on that unit, which both speaks to how well he's played defensively so far and how much trust the coaching staff has in his ability to fulfill that responsibility. And he has been so far so good. Well, speaking of Dawson Mercer, we mentioned him moving to the center position. He had about as empty a net as you can shoot into, and he shot at it. But unfortunately for him, a Minnesota Wild player got his stick on the shot, and instead of going into that wide open, completely vacant net, it sailed up over the crossbar.
Across the line comes Cotter. Slides it toward Connor Brown, traps it, wrists one toward the front of the net. It bounces up off a stick, leads in front. Here's a chance. Oh my, Mercer missed an open net as Gustafsson was down on the ice.
And then later on, it would be Brendan Dillon not scoring yet, teased that one out, but he did get an opportunity, a nice look at the net, And although he's feeling it pretty good, this one, not so good. He shoots it wide.
Clawed and deep goes cross ice. The puck is batted free. Now Brett at the near point for Dillon. The goal scorer shoots. Save made. The rebound is loose, and it's taken by Kaprizov.
But don't lose faith. It would be Paul Cotter. Late in the first period, picks up basically a loose puck in the slot, and he goes 5-hole on Gustafsson to give the Devils a 1-0 lead.
Here's Connor Brown laying it off in front. They score! Paul Cotter with his first of the season. And the Devils get a late first period goal. They lead 1-0.
This is a brilliant play. The Devils are cycling the puck down low. Paul Cotter originally is behind the net. And Connor Brown's carrying. He starts carrying toward where Paul Cotter is already at. So you want to basically cycle your bodies around, find space. So Paul Cotter, instead of staying where he is, shifts his position to that slot right above the crease so that Brown can take the spot that he had previously been in. And then as Brown got behind the net, he tried to cut it and get to the front of the net. The puck rolled off his stick, rolls perfectly to the stick of Paul Cotter, and he bears it through the 5-hole of Gustafsson to give the Devils the 1-0 lead. Paul Cotter's first of the season. Connor Brown and Dawson Mercer, the new third unit for the Devils, they get the assist. The goal comes at 16-21 and came really off of a face-off play and off of one of those 70% face-off wins for Dawson Mercer in this one. And that's where it stood after one period of play. We go to the second period, and in this second period to be Luke Hughes, who would get himself an opportunity. Unfortunately, the puck just rolled off his stick.
Cross ice it goes now. Luke Hughes with it. Spins, move to his right along the blue line. For Jesper Bratt, Devils making changes. Luke now with it in front. It rolls off his stick. It's free in the crease. It's still free. They jab at it. No control. Finally, Gustafsson finds it. We get a whistle.
And we tease Dillon, and now we will deliver. Brendan Dillon would score early in that second period, and the Devils take their 2-0 lead.
Dillon now to Connor Brown. Backhands to the corner for Cotter. He has the lone goal in this game. Devils lead 1-0. 6 minutes gone by in the second. Nemitz drives it for Mercer. Far corner to the blue line. Dillon with a quick shot. They score!
Boom, boom. Dillon, Matty.
His second in as many nights.
Boom, boom, Dillon, his first consecutive goals in 2 games since November 9th, 11th of 2023 when he was with the Winnipeg Jets. Really, the puck just came to him at the point, and he shot it. It fluttered because it hit a Minnesota player in front. Became an off-speed shot that Gustafsson just couldn't track, couldn't handle, couldn't figure out where it was going. Where it was going was right over his shoulder and into the net. Dillon's second of the year, second in the last 2 games. Comes at 6:08, and Dawson Mercer, second assist of the night, and Shimon Nemitz picking up an assist as well, and the Devils take the 2-0 lead. I don't want to jinx anything, but the Devils' penalty kill unit coming into tonight has surrendered just 1 goal and 22 times shorthanded. They had to kill one early in the first, and then they would have to kill another one late in the second. And although it got a little dicey there, a couple of shots for the Minnesota Wild, Nico Dawes was able to stand hard. The PK got the job done, and they killed the penalty.
Back in the lineup, missed the game on Monday. Drive by Spurgeon, deflects to the corner. Minnesota recovers. Rossi snaps it to Spurgeon. 16 to go with that cry of kill from the crowd. Minnesota with the power play. Johansson with a centering try. That's blocked away. Now here comes Hartman. The shot save made. Rossi with it. Another shot that hit Mercer. And a save with the blocker by Dawes. Loose puck. He's lost his stick. Out of the box is Luke Hughes. 3 shots on the power play. No goals though for Minnesota. And the crowd responds to an exciting end to the power play. Oh my, Nico Dawes, terrific.
That brilliant save on Hartman. There was a shot that was blocked as Dawes was dropping into the butterfly. The puck careened right to Hartman, who was at the side of the net. He went to shoot it, and Dawes had to push off his left skate, get over to his right, reached down with that blocker, knocked that puck away, kept it out of the net, kept it a 2-0 game, and that is where we stand after 40 minutes. Again, 2-0 Devils over the Wild after 2 periods. Shots 25-18. Devils Group tickets are on sale now. Access fan experience packages such as high five tunnels,
photos on the ice, Zamboni rides, and much more. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/groups to find out more. NewJerseyDevils.com/groups. We'll step aside and we come back and look at some scores from around the National Hockey League. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
For the last 125 years, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 102 has powered progress and built a brighter future. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we honor the dedication of our past, the strength of our present, and the promise of our future. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're Local 102.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
Want to know the best way to find parking for Devils games? It's easier than you think. Now with Park Mobile, you can easily reserve a parking spot for every Devils game. So you just drive right to the lot and have a guaranteed spot waiting for you. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or in the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, don't put your parking on ice. Score a hat trick by reserving your spot with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
This is Brian Hallinan, and you're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
And we welcome you back to the Devils Intermission Report. The Premio Sausage Out of Town Scoreboard. Premio Sausage, real Italian sausage, real Italian taste. Only one game underway, really. The Sabres are tied 1-1 with the Red Wings in the second, and the Flames at home hosting the Montreal Canadiens. That one's scoreless in the first period. This one's a 2-0 Devils lead. Third period coming up. Devils have been good in the third period, protecting leads, looking to do it again tonight and extend that win streak to 6 games. Matt Loughlin, Chico Resch, have your call after the break. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
No one plans on heart problems, but everyone should have a plan for them. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. With the latest technology and a highly specialized team of nurses, cardiologists, and surgeons, our network offers the most complete heart and vascular care in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy. Together. Visit rwjbh.org/heart.
This is Jack Hughes. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Join our alumni and NJ Devil on Sunday, November 2nd for the 9th annual RWJ Barnabas Health Running with the Devils 5K Run and Walk at Essex County's South Mountain Recreation Complex in West Orange. To register, visit rwjbh.org/running with the Devils. The Devils are running or skating their way to their 6th straight victory, but we've got a third period to play as they lead 2-0 over Minnesota. Goals by Paul Cotter and Brendan Dillon. Cotter in the first, Dillon in the second, and the Devils have the 2-0 lead. Dougie Hamilton
went for the big hit, didn't he?
Almost wiped out Vinny Hinestroza, who just was able to squeeze by him.
Yeah, I mean, that willingness to hit from Dougie this year really noticeable.
It really is.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Battle in the near corner, puck in the Devils' end.
Oh!
Kaprizov goes cross-ice, centering, try save by Dawes on Boldy.
Well, Hamilton did it all. Good for you, Dougie. He is all over Baldy. That puck is in the crease. And I hope he gets recognized for that. That was great. We'll see it here in the replay, but I thought they're going to score in the back door.
It sure looked like it. Brodin found Boldy in front, but the combination of Hamilton and Dawes keeps the puck out of the back of the net. Here's Jesper Bratt as Jack tried to drop a pass to him, cutting behind the goal line, but doesn't connect, and now Minnesota flips it in. There'll be surges. There always are, and Minnesota's a good team.
Yeah.
So the Devils, with the 2-0 lead, can't relax. Here's Bratt. Up ahead for Jack across the line. Cuts to his left, spins backhand. It's deflected into Gustafsson, who makes the save.
The excitement just keeps on coming. I haven't seen that in a while. Jack's going down. He's on the right side, folks. Got the left-handed shot. So he knows that the Wild defenseman's going to try to chip the shot. So what he does, he takes it, he spins to his backhand and gets it on net. But here it is, Dougie Hamilton. No, Baldy doesn't even get a stick on it, Matty. He takes him and hits the skates. But Dougie Hamilton is all over him. I'm glad he didn't get a penalty, but that's the... Hey, what was the key? Net front presence.
Yep.
Take care of the goalie. Dougie Hamilton, you proved it right there. Congratulations. Wow, he's playing well. But who isn't?
Yeah, so far this year, very hard to find any flaws in the Devils game. 2 minutes gone by in the third. Devils lead 2-0, then come out of their own zone. Here's Connor Brown. Paul Cotter giving chase on the dump-in, pushes at Jiricek. Brown picks up the loose puck, comes out far side, has it on the backhand, slides it to Nemitz. Nemitz wrists it around for Cotter behind the net, moves to the right wing corner, now spins on Jiricek. Cotter sliding it for Brown, works it to the blue line. Dillon in front of the Minnesota bench. Now to Connor Brown. Brown turns, snaps it around. Waiting far side is Nemitz. Picks it up at the hash marks. Pushed down there by Trennan. Back up on his skates, though, but the puck is grabbed by Jake Middleton. 2.5 gone by in the third. Devils out shooting Minnesota 26-18. And they've got the 2-goal lead. Detroit has tied it at 1. The Buffalo has tied it at 1 against Detroit. Jason Zucker with the equalizer there in the second period. Out of town scoreboard presented by Premio Sausage, real Italian sausage, real Italian taste, the way sausage should be.
I want you to say that twice as fast next time. That was very good, man. Everybody's overperforming tonight.
Brodin wrister hit a body in front and it's cleared. The body that was hit was Hamilton's. And he's bent over at the waist as he makes his way to the bench.
So let's go. He throws a check. Blocks what would have been an obvious goal. And then he blocks the shot and gets hurt. Love it, Dougie.
Pesce now picks it up. Dougie remains on the bench in some pain.
Yeah.
Luke Hughes whistles it in. Bouncing puck, hops over the stick of Hischier, and taken by Eriksson Ek.
And what's that saying? No pain, no gain?
Yeah.
So, Dougie,
Hischier had the puck knocked off his stick by Eriksson Ek, but it was cleared from in front by Pesce. Now Gritsu drops it off from Meyer. Sweeps it to Jack. In deep, can't get a shot off. Picks up the loose puck as it rolled free for a moment. Now it's on to Nemitz with the wrister off his stick as it deflects wide. Meyer picks it up. Meyer looks for Jack. That goes off a stick of Spurgeon, and Minnesota clears. Eriksson Ek tries to bounce one on net. Couldn't. And now the puck at the blue line. Middleton with it. Can't get a shot off. Bratt stayed with him. It comes around to the near wall. Marcus Johansson checked by Palat. Middleton pinches in. Bratt with it. Now to Dillon. Up it goes. And it's Jack Hughes lifting it high in the air. Palat waits for it to come down. Cuts to his left. Has the stick knocked out of his hands. It's a slashing penalty on David Jiricek.
Well, Jiricek had a rough night. He hasn't played all that well. And here he takes a penalty. And this could be a killer if the Devils could get a power play. That's not going to be easy, though. Shot up. Oh, Dougie Hamilton gets it right in the solar plexus, Matty.
Ow.
Yeah, but here's what I was laughing about. When Dillon said to you, I knew I had a score, they wouldn't give me the puck again. Well, they gave it to him again. And what did he do? Scored again. He's got the second one. And now the Devils are going to try to bury the third here. And I'd be pretty confident, not over, even though Stan Fister says the worst lead is a 3-goal lead. So would you not try to get the third goal?
Oh, yeah, you're not going to turn that down. Off the draw, Gritsuk scores! Arseny Gritsuk with his first National Hockey League goal. It comes mere seconds after the start of the power play, and the 24-year-old Russian has given the Devils that 3-goal lead.
Marco Rossi is back. He loses the draw. And if I'm seeing that right, Matty, I think Timo Meier took the face-off. I think he got the puck to Gritsuk. But he is so pleased, huh? You know, getting that fist bump, first man after a goal, must feel so good. And John Hines, I don't know if he's calling a timeout. I'd like to see that again, Matty, but I thought it was Meier. We'll see who the primary assist goes to. But if that's Timo Meier winning the draw against Marco Rossi, that's impressive.
So Gritsuk, and we'll wait to see who the assist goes to, but Gritsuk, who has impressed right from the start of camp, a bit of a mystery man coming over from the KHL, a fifth-round draft pick of the Devils in 2019, following his career, had a good year last year, but what's it going to be like when he comes to North America? Offside called on Minnesota. And right from camp, answered every challenge, has been noticeable in games, and picks up his first goal.
Well, he's played defense, but everybody says he's got a wicked shot, a really hard, excellent shot. And there, he's off to the right if you're looking at the net, and Gustafson's there, but Gustafson overplays it, right? So Gustafson's moving to his right. So where does Gritsuk shoot it? Back to his right over his blocker into the net, and his shot is probably one of his skills. But you know what he's done, Matty? When the shot wasn't really available for those first few games, he really committed to playing defense, and now he's got that first marker in the National Hockey League.
Puck went into the Devils' bench area, and so there is a face-off at center ice. Sheldon Keefe pointed out, discussing Gritsuk and his play, there's always an adjustment coming to a new continent and new lifestyle and so on and so forth, new league. But he said one of the things that benefited him was that St. Petersburg, the team he played for, they have an NHL-sized rink, not that big oversized rink that some teams play on. So there was a chance for him to learn on a smaller rink, so to speak, so it wasn't as big an adjustment coming over. And then he also pointed out that the former Devil, the Professor, great
Professor.
Yes. I'll let you think about that one in a minute.
And while you're doing that, it was Meier who won the draw cleanly.
How about that?
Against Rossi. And Meier's not a centerman.
There's a chance. Shot. It deflects wide of net as it bounds to the left of Nico Dawes.
Well, Devils, here's the other thing about the Devils, Matty. You think they're satisfied with 3? Because each line says, I want to get out there. I want to be part of this. And they're just going to attack. And the Wild will not be able to lose this game easily. I'll tell you that.
Here's a chance and a save by Gustafson. 3-0 Devils in front.
And when you say win easily, you can't lose easily. Like, you could say, okay, well, if we quit playing this hard, maybe the Devils will too. Not a chance. They want more and more, and that's what we love about these Devils.
Devils now with power play goals in 5 straight games. 4 seconds after it started, it ended.
Oh, that's amazing.
Gritsuk from Meier.
And, you know, for all the assists that Timo Meier's gotten, and he got a nice one last night on a one-timer, this has got to feel good, Matty, for him.
For sure. By the way, the coach of St. Petersburg, Igor Larionov.
Oh, yes!
Professor.
Oh, good point, Matty. Well, he would have certainly driven that point home.
So a North American kind of coach, even though Russian by birth.
But he's going to say, you got to play D over there.
Yes.
I mean, unless you're Igor Larionov. You know what I mean? That's what he's telling him, because he came over right from the start thinking defense, and I thought, good for him.
So that's helped Gritsuk along with ability and determination. By the way, Larionov was chased off the ice by Pat Burns at a practice one time.
I remember it well. Oh, hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, he wanted to stay over. Remember, he had wine. He was selling a certain kind of wine.
Yes. Here's a shot that's deflected wide. It came from Yurov, and now it's Jack Hughes up for Jesper Bratt. Across the line, chips it in with 11:45 to go in the third. We'll give you the quiz question answer in a moment, but let's see what the Devils do here, attacking in the Minnesota end. To the blue line for Dougie. Now on to Jack. Gets it to Bratt. Risks one now for Siegenthaler. Skates behind the net to Hamilton. The one-timer. That's blocked by Yurov. Oh, and he is literally on one knee moving toward his bench. Oh, that hurts. Devils keep it alive. Here's Jack stepping out in front. It's poked away from behind. Now a drive goes through the crease by Meyer. Hamilton at the right point. For Jack out high. Cuts to his left. Wrist shot off the stick of Pitlick. Hamilton keeps it in the zone. Good hustle by Dougie as he pinched down the right wing side. Now it's Meyer. Finds an open Siegenthaler to Jack. Wrist shot save. Oh, he didn't know where it was, did Gustafsson, but it's cleared and dumped out to the neutral zone.
Devils just coming in waves right now.
And the crowd recognizing that. They're buzzing, as are the Devils. Here's Spurgeon. Now up to Foligno. Oh, I thought Foligno redirected it in. No, says Shandar Alfonso, the linesman. So it's icing.
Okay, so here you go. Looking at the net, wild net. Siegenthaler's on the left. He goes behind the net, Matty. He's the one who lays it out to Hamilton, who blasts that and hit the Wild player in the knee. But then the puck turn over. He keeps going. The Wild are going to break out on his side. He catches the Wild player, knocks it off his puck, kept that whole sequence alive. So down low making the play, hustling back to save the puck and keep it in the zone. I mean, the Devils just are so much quicker, and they played last night.
Mm-hmm. Not showing any effects of that. And by the way, that also came after Dougie had gotten hit with a shot at the start of the period, right?
Right in the belly.
Blocked it. So, really impressed with what Dougie Hamilton has done, coming off a season in which he played just a little over 60 games. Returned to the lineup late in March against Minnesota and made his way to the playoffs, but still, and you talked about it, you know, he knows what the stories are about. Teams are looking at him. The Devils might want to make a move. And, Tom Fitzgerald addressed that a little bit. Oh, here's a loose puck. Allen, and he misses the target.
Oh, no, he's going to rue the day he missed that one. Oh, you can imagine how much he wants to get a goal.
Oh, man. Article in The Athletic today, Pierre LeBrun spoke with Tom in Toronto. And Tom acknowledged that, teams are calling, but right now we're in no rush. We don't have to do anything, and we'll see if we do anything. Here's Boldy cutting in with a shot. He scores. Puck rattled around off the post, and Minnesota gets on the board.
Well, Boldy, he's a goal scorer. That's his 5th goal. He's tied for the lead with Kaprizov, and he stops up, Matty. It's coming out of the corner. Devils couldn't clear. Coming off the wall, he stops. Nemec is trying to get him with a stick. Good play by Baldy. But you know those goal scorers, they do that. He's going from left to right. Stop. Then he comes back and see, he couldn't see the spot. He just knew in his head, I got to shoot this up high over the blocker. That's what good goal scorers do, Matty. They don't have to see where they want to shoot. They can envision it, and he put it there. So it just makes it, there's still 9:23 to go, Matty. This is still going to be an interesting finish.
Yeah, he had 27 last year, did Matt Boldy, the Massachusetts forward. And now he scores his 5th of this season. And Minnesota with a little life. Here comes Timo Meier across the line, looks around in front off the stick of Siegenthaler. who was watched by Brodin. Now it's Gritsuk. Steps out from behind the net. Angles a pass to Hischier. Slaps it down low to Siegenthaler. Fires one. That went off the post.
I think it did. I mean, Gustafsson was hugging it, so maybe that helped, but it did hit the post.
Quick shot from the right point by Hamilton and a save by Gustafsson. Now Siegenthaler in front of the Minnesota bench. Down low for Gritsuk to Hamilton. Comes cross ice to an open wing. And Hinostroza will exit the puck into the Devils' end, but Hamilton picks it off, gets it up to Gritsuk. Fans on his pass the first time, gives it to Dougie on the second. He crosses the red line and fires it in. 8:20 to go in the third. Devils leading 3-1. If we get a break, we'll give you the answer to our quiz question. Wanted to know the only Devil to have hat tricks in consecutive games. Here's Palat to the blue line. Pesce comes near side. Luke Hughes steps into a slap shot, stick save by Gustafsson. Here's Tarasenko now at center ice. And Minnesota is offside. I'll give you the answer because I think we're going to a commercial break. John McClain.
Yeah.
And he had hat tricks on December 7th and December 9th. The 7th against Washington, the 9th against the Islanders back in 1988.
Wow, just when they were making that turn, become a really good team. Good for Johnny boy. Gotta text him because I don't know what he's doing this year. He's not coaching. Anyway, 3-1. The game's gotten closer. 3-1 Devils. 7:51 to go in the third period. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
Face-Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face-Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face-Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
An orthopedic surgeon can replace a damaged joint, but they can't replace time. For you, or for the person who has to drive you around. That's why you need a surgeon who's close to home. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we have the specialized care you need to get moving again. Do it right. Here. Visit rwjbh.org/ortho. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy. Together.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next-day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Brett Pesce. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
7:51 to go in the third. Devils lead by a score of 3-1. Do you have a hockey hero in your life? Nominate them today to be a hometown hockey hero presented by Campbell's, and they'll have the chance to be recognized at a Devils game this season and receive a customized jersey. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/hockeyheroes to nominate someone today. Detroit and Buffalo tied at 2 after 2. And no score in the first. Montreal at Calgary. That's it for the NHL scoreboard tonight. The Devils leading here 3-1. The out-of-town scoreboard presented by Premio Sausage. Real Italian sausage, real Italian taste. The way sausage should be.
Come on, let's speed it up. A couple advertisements ago, Matty just roared through that. It was good, though.
Devils back in action on Friday. They'll take on San Jose. San Jose playing at the Rangers tomorrow. San Jose looking for their first win of the season. The only team without a win in the National Hockey League. Devils up by 2. Jiricek with a shot, save, rebound, loose. Oh, and it's cleared away by Mercer at the side of the net. Now Minnesota with another stab at it, and it was Trennan who sent it on the backhand off the glass. 7:20 to go in the third. San Jose on Friday here at the Rock. Colorado on Sunday. Maybe soon. Not sure when. We might see Mackenzie Blackwood
He's still not playing, but you're right, man.
He went down to the AHL on a conditioning assignment. Back issues sidelining him at the start of the season.
But you will see one of the great ones, Nathan McKinnon.
Oh, yeah. Folks, come on out. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Devils. Meyer looks cross ice for Hischier. Getting a piece was Brodin. Now at the blue line, it's Hamilton. For Gritsuk, who has scored his first NHL goal. Pass out in front. Hard pass by Meyer off a stick. He was looking for Hischier. Puck still in the Devils' end, and now it's pumped out to center ice. Marcus Johansson dumps it in. 6.5 to go in the third. Oh, Meyer hit up high by Rossi, and we get a penalty coming up.
Do we?
Well, we'll see.
He's talking. No hand came up from the referee. He's going to ask the linesman, did you see it? We saw the stick come up.
And we saw the head snap back.
Right, and him lose his stick. And he's still grabbing at his face, Meyer is.
And there's a four-man conversation going on with men who have come wearing striped shirts tonight. Black and white stripes.
And let's see what it's being explained. But I don't know. We're going to have a timeout. Do you want to wait till we see what's cooking, or you want to go to the break?
Nah, let's let everybody know when we come back what happened.
Yeah, the anticipation. All right, and we're just looking at it. He gets hit under the chin with the shaft. Anyway, going to be interesting. 6:27 to go here in the third period. 3-1 New Jersey Devils. You are listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential's rock-solid expertise is designed to help you reach your goals. After all, no matter where you are in life, you've got something to protect. Visit Prudential.com today and see how we can help you.
For the last 125 years, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 102 has powered progress and built a brighter future. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we honor the dedication of our past, the strength of our present, and the promise of our future. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're Local 102.
Matt Laughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial gain. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
This is Jonas Siegenthaler. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Well, we've looked at the replay a few times, and there's no question that Marco Rossi brought his stick up and hit Timo Meyer in the face.
Yes.
Should be a high sticking penalty.
Yes.
Now, as you pointed out, I didn't see if the trail official had his hand up and blew the whistle. Kelly Sutherland, who was in the far corner, the puck was in the Devil zone. He was in the far corner. He did not put his hand up, but somebody blew a whistle. But guess what? There is no penalty.
Well, and Timo Meyer's talking to one of the linesmen, saying, you didn't see it either? And, you know, Matty and I are just talking, why? We have a break. Why can't they just look at the replay and get it right? You know, that's a penalty. And I don't, the referees can't see everything. He was kind of screened because it was against the boards, and both referees couldn't see through the two players, but that's a penalty, but that's all right. Devils got to win it another way.
They lead 3-1. We've got 6:27 to go in the third period. Goals have come from Cotter, Dillon, and Gritsuk. A power play goal, his first NHL goal. Here's Faber cutting across the goal line. Wraparound try, save, rebound loose in the crease. Now it's loose. It's cleared by Hischier, not out. Out high it goes. Brodin, slap shot, save, rebound loose. A save by Dillon on Hartman's follow-up, by Dawes rather, on Dillon's follow-up. Well, there have been some rebounds lately. Dawes has been so solid throughout, but now it's puck's bouncing a little bit.
Well, he's screened, Matty. But isn't it interesting? Instead of while being shorthanded, they come back, have a great shift, almost score.
Here's a chance. Backhand try by Jack, and a save made by Gustafsson. Firing one toward the goal is Meyer. It goes off a Minnesota stick and off the glass. 5:40 to go. Jack with the puck behind the net. Gets it in front. Drive by Hamilton. Misses the target. Here's Pesce in front of the Minnesota bench. Down low for Palat. Palat watched on the play by Faber. Works it to Jack. Top of the far circle to Hamilton. The one-timer save. Rebound poked away as Palat was there trying to jump on it. Palat has it near side. To the left point, Pratt. Pushed that, knocked down on the play by Hartman, gets back up, works the puck to Jack, spins, loses control. It's free, he gets it back, his shot is just deflected wide. Gustafson got just enough, and the puck rolls free to center ice. Hamilton drives it in. Devils will make a change. Under 5
game of
minutes
inches,
ago.
isn't it, man?
Oh, my, huh? Icing called on Minnesota, and we will have a face-off in the Wild end.
And we do talk about finishing, right? Okay, because Wild had some good chances. If they had finished one, oh, look out, 3-2. Devils then go down. They have some great chances. If they'd scored 4-1. Whoa, neither team did, so we're just stuck at 3-1. And I would think that the Wild have got to give a little bit of a push. If they don't, you got to wonder what they have in their hearts.
They're about to embark on a 6-game homestand. They've been on the road for a while. Beat the Rangers on Monday, waiting for the Devils. Here's Brown handing it off, and Mercer's shot is stopped by Gustafson, who's been good tonight. Both goalies have been good.
Yeah, you know, they have, Matty. Nothing you could fault them on. Nope. Not that we're hard on goalies, but, you know, there's some that you've got to say he's got to get it. But not tonight.
Puck remains in the Minnesota end, but Spurgeon grabs a loose puck, and now it's up ahead to Urov. Oh, he's knocked down by Luke Hughes and goes sprawling, but it's going to be an interference penalty on Luke Hughes.
Really?
Yeah.
Trennan's foot comes way up, Matty. I don't know what happens here, right? He looks like...
New Jersey 43, 2 minutes for interference.
And Sheldon Keefe is not happy. You know, and neither is Timo Meier. You missed me, but I got to see this, Matty, because Trennan's foot is way up high. Anyway, again, we will let you know, but it's an unusual one. And Sheldon Keefe is really upset and beside himself. Anyway, 4:08 to go, but the Devils are going to have to kill a penalty. They're up 3-1, third period, and you are listening to the New Jersey Devils Hockey Network.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search playstar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe. When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
This is Jesper Bratt. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Well, an interesting turn here. Devils lead 3-1, 4:08 to go. Luke Hughes off for interference. Kelly Sutherland was in the corner far side looking at the play.
Yeah.
The veteran official did not call it. The trail official, the young official, Jordan Samuels-Thomas, did. And the Devils down a man.
And I was wrong, it was Urov, but part of the reason was Urov, his right leg goes up. He falls back. It's like he got interfered. No, Luke was just going where the puck was. He didn't take a different route. He was trying to get the puck, and Urhoff was kind of pushing and shoving.
Kaprizov with a long-range shot going high, gloved by Dawes. And, yeah, so the Devils maybe should have won the argument. They maybe should have had a power play when Meyer was high-sticked, and one was originally caught, or at least the whistle blew.
Yeah.
I assumed it was a high stick, and they just blew the whistle, and then they discussed it and said no penalty. I'm not really sure. I'm curious about that decision.
Well, in all sports, those referees, they a lot of times have a say in really close games. They do.
Yeah.
And I'm not blaming them. It's a tough job.
Third power play for the Wild. Loose puck dug out by Kaprizov. Now to Spurgeon. Moves in. Wrist shot save. Rebounded. Still loose. It comes to Dillon. Bangs it off the wall and out.
Well, again, through a screen, Dawes has done a really good job, Matty, of going down. And he's kept his pads together. His elbows in. Not letting anything go through him. The one goal over his shoulder. Great shot by Baldy.
Who has that Minnesota goal? It's Eriksson Ek behind the net. Baldy is out there. Puck to Kaprizov. Now to Spurgeon. Taps it far side to Tarasenko. Back to Spurgeon to Tarasenko. Top of the far circle with a shot. It's deflected wide. Tarasenko wins the battle to the loose puck. Gets it to Baldy. Out high to Spurgeon. Now to Tarasenko again. On to Kaprizov. Top of the circle. Wrist shot. Missed the target. 1 minute to go, and Luke uses Minor. A cross-ice pass is blocked away. It comes to Mercer. He'll dump it in. Don't know if he sure meant to block it, but it hit him.
That was a good one. Yeah, they were tired, and they wanted to get that puck out of the end and kill the play, and they did.
Kaprizov's pass is deflected away. Minnesota has to regroup at center ice. Here's Baldy with it. Across the line, stick handles. Now gets it to Hartman. He moves in deep. Shot save made by Dawes.
Well, Hartman's coming to the right side. He breaks. But on his left end is Dougie Hamilton. Dougie's got to come over, but not get too far over, too hard where he gets beat back across. So he does his job. Then Dawes says, okay, this is a sharp angle shot. I'm just going to go down in the butterfly and not let it go through my legs, through my arms. And Dougie Hamilton wouldn't let Hartman cut across the net. That's the perfect execution and teamwork that you need on hockey teams. Working together every shift.
Dawes with 27 saves on 28 shots. Getting his first start of the season. 2:37 remaining. Devils lead 3-1. 29 to kill on Luke's Minor. Puck comes to the blue line. Faber with it. Tosses it on the backhand to Marcus Johansson. Now to the corner for Hinostroza. Back to Johansson. He lost control for a moment, but Hartman recovers. Here's Bouillon. Now to Faber out high. Can't find a lane. To Bouillon. Cross ice. One-timer by Johansson. Save made. And now it's loose for Hischier. Up ahead it goes to Connor Brown. He'll dump it in. Out of the boxes, Luke Hughes. Minnesota 0 for 3 on the penalty or on the power play.
And that was going to be the deciding factor if they were going to win. And you're right, goose eggs.
Devils work it free to center ice. It'll be a 2-on-1, but Jack overskates, loses an edge. Here comes Minnesota across the line. Kaprizov dangles in the corner. Looks around. Moves out high to Rossi. Net empty, 2 hour left. Extra skater on from Minnesota. Puck comes free as Bouillon couldn't handle a pass in the far point. So Minnesota once again clears the zone, dumps it in, gives chase. 1:25 to go in this regulation. Devils combine to clear it. Bratt for the open net. He scores. Jesper Bratt puts a capper on it. The empty net goal from long range. And it's a 4-1 Devils lead.
And Kaprizov has the puck in the right corner. He's the one, Matty, twisting and turning. 2 Devils go on him. They chip it loose up to Jesper Bratt. And all the open net goals this year have hit for the Devils right in the center of the net. But good for them. Here you see, you know what though, Matty? Oh, Jack Hughes battling to get that loose puck. Doing a favor to Bratt. Bratt's gotten so many assists on his goals. But Matty, okay, McDavid didn't have a good game against us.
No.
Matthews got shut down. Kaprizov hasn't done anything today. So give the Devils credit. They have taken away the 3 best players on each of the last 3 games, and it's resulted in wins.
Kaprizov without a shot on goal. And who's been out there against those players that you mentioned? Nico Hischier.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, he's the one that has been able to shut down McDavid, shut down Matthews, shut down Kaprizov. Help from the defense pairs. It's a team effort, no question.
Block shots, we'll have to see. Devils got a lot of block shots again tonight.
18 blocks.
Really? Good, yeah. And some key ones, Matthew.
Final seconds ticking off. Devils lead 4-1. Mercer with the puck. He's got 2 assists tonight. Wrists it around for Nemitz. Now gets it to Cotter, but the puck hops over his stick. Jonas Siegenthaler is the one credited with the assist on the Brett goal. I agree. Jack was in there hounding for a loose puck off of Kaprizov as the puck goes out of play with 11.9 to go.
Another nice low save by Dawes. You know, look at Hischier trying to help block it. That's what you love. Nico spreads out. And, you know, but the thing is, Matty, Florida, Edmonton, Toronto, let's be honest. The game was never in doubt. You could see it from the drop of the puck. Devils had the better team. They were going to win, and that's what they're going to do tonight.
Final seconds tick off, and the Devils have made it 6 straight as they defeat Minnesota by a score of 4-1. And the Devils improve to 6-1-0 on the season.
And more players added to the mix of contributing. Nico Dawes, Stefan Nason, some line changes. Gritsuk getting the goal. It's just everybody not only wanting to be a part of this, Matty, but are a part of it.
There are good things percolating with the New Jersey Devils.
And Gritsuk's down on the ice, and he's waving up at the, probably his girlfriend or somebody. First goal, he was standing there waving, trying to get somebody's attention. And
Victoria is his significant other. Yesenia, their daughter, here as well.
Oh, that's just such a relief, right? Getting the first one.
Yes.
People don't realize it. For every hockey player who ever lived, getting that first goal in the National Hockey League, it's just a huge sigh of relief.
And it came on the power play in the third period.